calling from just around the corner, and they'll take on this fourth-ranked Lady Lion team coming in at 16-3 and 7-0 in district play. We'll tell you about what happened here the other night with TCA winning both ball games in thrilling fashion, in the guys' game anyway. Coming up later tonight, it'll be Dexter Williams' 13-8 and 5-2 team that will take on the Eagles of Jackson Christian. Great to be with you. As we said earlier when we came on, it's homecoming and alumni night here tonight. Already a huge crowd in here, and proud to announce the lovely ladies down below just a moment ago with their handsome fathers. And Addison Grace Neely is the 2021 homecoming queen here at Trinity Christian Academy. Stan, good to be back with you as we get ready for two basketball games, and hope folks are staying warm wherever you may be. Winds up to about 20 miles an hour, blustery when I came in here a few minutes ago, and good to have Michael back with us, and good to be back with TCA basketball tonight.
Good evening, Diamond, Dave McCauley, and yes, one thing I think we can announce tonight, middle school track practice has probably been canceled tonight.
Yeah, we've got
at least we hope so.
We have a good crowd up here around us as well, so we anticipate two good basketball games. Lions and Lady Lions both coming off big wins the other night.
Both teams with big wins. Hey, you got to talk about the ladies won in convincing fashion, just like we knew that they would. And how about the upset pulled by the boys? Sacred Heart at the time was ranked number 6 in the state of Tennessee. And Diamond, it was a battle from the very opening tip-off of that ball game. And Dexter Williams Ball Club is now what they say, coming of age.
No doubt about it. 13 wins already this year. These teams have met earlier in the year over at Jackson Christian. You have the details of what happened.
Well, that was a game we did not broadcast. The girls won the ball game easily. They won that ball game 60-39. Lee had 28 in the game. Gehring had 14. The game was just totally dominated by TCA from the get-go. Substitutes played a lot of minutes in that ball game. In the guys' game, well, it was a low-scoring defensive affair, 29-28 in that particular game, in that ball game. Williams had 14 and Waller had 7 to pace the Lions in that contest. But we expect a much higher scoring affair in this ball game tonight between these two teams. And hey, it's at TCA, it's a neighborhood rival, so you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the guys actually really it's still a toss-up in my mind, your mind, I think in just about everybody's mind, maybe even the head coaches. Meanwhile, on the gals side, TCA again a prohibited favorite tonight.
They absolutely are, and of course, looking at the standings, TCA 7-0 in district standings, 16-3 overall. Fayette Academy in second, 5-1, 18-3 overall. USJ at 5-2, 10-11 overall, and Jackson Christian 3-4, 11-9 overall. So if Jackson Christian wants to get back into things, they're going to have to make some hay and make hay quickly.
No doubt about it. We'll take a 2-minute break. Michael Mancini is our producer and director. When we come back, the countdown to tip-off will continue. We're about 14 minutes away from Jackson Christian and TCA. Stay with us on the TCA Basketball Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! Kinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's Warranty for Life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Back at the T-Dome on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy at 10 Windy City Road in beautiful downtown Windy City, Tennessee, alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. I'm Stan Gerard, Michael Mancini producing our broadcast tonight, and it's homecoming and alumni night 2021 as Jackson Christian pays a visit to the T-Dome.
Yeah, always good to be here, Stan, and both teams have enjoyed some success here this year. And for the most part, home court advantage has been big with both programs through the years as well. Kathy Merger is tuned in already tonight. She says go Lions, so we'll give you some shout-outs once you get on the board there on the TCA Trinity Christian Academy Facebook page, and we'll acknowledge that for you as well. Stan, we wrap up this week. We began with some big games, and now we wrap it up here on this cold Friday night and getting ready for what I think is going to be a big stretch run for both teams, especially the gals, and we'll talk about them first. Then we'll give the specialties to the guys a little later. But making that run now for another state tournament bid, and it all, every night, everyone's hunting for you. Tonight, Jackson Christian no different. TCA heavy favorite in the game, as we said earlier, but a big stretch run for the next couple of weeks to wrap up the regular season anyway.
Well, you got tonight, of course, Jackson Christian on Tuesday. Tipton Rosemart comes to town. That's going to be a much bigger boys game than it will be girls game. On Friday, we'll be traveling down to Fayette Academy to take on the Lady Lions and Lions. Huge implications in that girls basketball game. Personally, I think if TCA can go and win down at Fayette Academy, while it doesn't officially lock it up for all practical purposes, a win next Friday at Fayette Academy will lock up the district for you.
Should go all the way, really, with that win. And that's a tough place to play. You and I both know that. We get ready for that one next week.
And it certainly does. It'll be your first visit to their new gymnasium, a nice place, bright, but we'll be sitting in the stands once again, Diamond Dave.
No doubt about it. Just got a message from my assistant up at Bethel in the Sports Information Department. I left there earlier today, coming back home here to Jackson, our hometown, and it was snowing. He tells me that it's snowing so bad in Louisville right now that they're going to be snowed in, have to stay another night and come home tomorrow. He's been up there with the track team.
I know it's snowing in Evansville and New Harmony right now. Got the word from my mother about an hour ago. So, as far as I'm concerned, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. They owe us 8 inches of snow, Diamond.
Yeah, you know how I love Kentucky and Kentucky Wildcats, but and Louisville as well. But you know that better him to be snowed in Louisville than me.
Hey, speaking of Kentucky basketball, it's not UK, but Kentucky related. Louisville letting Chris Mack go,
and
former University of Evansville basketball
Bruce Pearl's
player.
name's being bounced around a lot. We'll wait and see what happens there. I can't remember, Stan, the last time a major program, and I've seen it happen at the lower levels, I can't remember the last time a coach that left in the middle of the season or is fired in the middle of the season. I remember Steve Fisher at Michigan left Michigan right before they were going to go to the Final Four or go to the tournament anyway. He left to go to Arizona. That didn't work out very well for him.
Yeah.
But, Chris Mack being let go, he had a $4 million buyout. I think they both settled on like $4.5 million.
They did. They were in negotiations. Chris Mack had been in trouble at Louisville for quite a while. He was suspended for the first game this year. And I'm good friends with a TV reporter in Louisville, Eric Crawford. And, I read his reports. And, it's not been good news for Chris Mack. And I think that the straw that broke the camel's back was 3 or 4 severe losses in a row, double-digit losses by Louisville to teams they really should not lose to.
Yeah, the other night they lost to Virginia. The morning after, I talked to Brad Barker, who's the ticket manager at U of L. He's a friend of mine. And I was trying to arrange some friends of mine to get into the Duke practice tonight at the Yum Center. Unable to do that. Brad would have helped me if he possibly could have. But Duke really goes by their own beat of their own drum. They're real secretive about things. They were flying into Louisville tonight about 3 o'clock, practicing tonight as we speak at the Yum Center. He said, Dave, if it was on campus, I could help you, but the Yum Center we have no control over. But anyway, he told me the other day, he said, I can't really tell you how much, Dave. I'll tell you this, though, something big's going to happen like Wednesday or Thursday, and we know what happened.
Yeah, and, Bruce Pearl's been a name that's been bantering about. I just can't see that. I see that honestly as a lateral
Oh, no.
or a
Oh,
drop
no. Oh,
move.
no. Oh, no. Now, as of right now today, I would agree with you. Auburn's number one. But look, Kentucky's the premier program in the country. You look at Duke, Carolina, Kansas, that's 5. Louisville, I think, is the 6th best program in this country still, because that city, it all evolves. I mean, ever who's the coach there, I mean, you're basically the mayor of the town. You control Louisville.
Yeah,
and I think it's a move that he will not refuse if he gets offered the job.
Well,
Auburn, look, and that's no
don't know.
disrespect to Auburn, but Auburn's always going to be a football school.
Oh, yeah.
You and I both know
but
that.
I do know,
Michael agrees.
and the rumor is being on Pearl's contract. He's always had it out in his contract.
Well,
should IU come a calling?
Well, here's the thing. Louisville's going to face some sanctions. Auburn's still looking at some sanctions right in their face. He went to Tennessee, rebuilt there. He went to Auburn, rebuilt there, and did it instantaneously. In basketball, it's different than football. It takes a while to rebuild a football program. Basketball with the transfer portal, you can do it overnight now in 1 year.
Yeah, you certainly can. Football, it's making it a little bit easier with the transfer portal because of things the way they are. I've never understood that, and I still think it's bad for the game myself. But
well, I'm not so sure I'm sold on it either. I wasn't sold on the one and dones, but everyone's done it anyway. Well, let's get back to high school. What do you expect tonight in this girls' game?
Well, one thing I want to take care of some business before I forget. We had the homecoming ceremonies tonight. Folks, the homecoming ceremonies, I was able to videotape those, and those are saved. Go to the West Tennessee Sports Facebook page after this game tonight, and you can watch a replay of the homecoming ceremonies. The audio is not the best in the world because I had to do it on the fly last second, but if you want to see a replay of the homecoming ceremonies, you're certainly more than welcome to go to West Tennessee Sports and watch that.
And if you're just joining us, Addison Grace Neely was crowned the homecoming queen.
Absolutely. Always a nice affair here at TCA, and even saw my shoulder doc. Dr. Smith's got a fresh wheel on the homecoming
I
board.
saw Adam down there, and, of course, Addison Grace taking her good looks from her mom, because we all know that Andy, the the pastor out of West Jackson, well, let me just leave it at that. She takes her good looks after her mom.
Sounds.
I'm just teasing Andy a little bit.
It sounds like a plan.
I'm a member there, so I'm just teasing.
Diamond looks like a great crowd. The lower section on the TCA side already full. The upper section, it's getting full real quick.
I sit so high in the balcony, people probably don't know that I'm a member there. You know. Or in the back.
And you're up high in the balcony now.
Or in the back, yeah, absolutely. What are your thoughts about the game today?
Well, on the girls' side, it's no question. TCA shows up. They take care of business. They're going to win by 30 points, in my opinion. The boys' game, if you go by what it was a couple of weeks ago when TCA played at Jackson Christian, it's going to be a very, very tight affair. I thought that was a game. I was able to watch that ball game. I thought it was a game where there was decent defense by both teams, but neither team had a lot of success drop kicking a beach ball into the ocean on that night.
Yeah, and if you don't, we've talked about this before. You can do a lot of things right in basketball. You can play defense. You can rebound. You can take care of the basketball. But if you don't shoot well, it makes the game pretty hard.
It really makes it rough. And it came down to a last-second three ball by Jackson Christian that skimmed off the side of the rim to preserve the TCA victory.
Let's take another 1 minute break. This is just a 60-second break, and then we'll catch you up on your commercial commitments. Our commitments when we have the intros a little later. A 1 minute message. We're back with a countdown to tip-off on the TCA Basketball Network.
7 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you're getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse. Come taste the difference.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. I'm Stan Gerard. We're just minutes away from the opening ceremonies for tonight's game, and the opening ceremony is they actually got underway about a half hour ago, but we will continue as this gymnasium continues to fill up on a very cold Friday night in West Tennessee. Although, Dave, I took my jacket off as soon as I got in here, and I'm starting to feel like we're at the old Middleton gym already.
Yeah, the lower section is pretty well packed already.
Show me where the door of the train tracks is.
People filtering all the way up here now on the upper level with us as well, but we've got a gigantic student body down to our right. They're all the way back to the rails as well. We're getting ready for the intros here just in a moment. Michael Mancini, our producer and director tonight. I guess, Jay, is he still in Florida, Michael? Well, Michael can't hear me right now.
He's in Florida. And, we're going to – actually, I think tonight it looks like we're going to take the national anthem and prayer tonight.
Yeah, the choral group across the way.
So we're going to fire up the handheld mic here and see what we can pick up on that and enjoy a group that, we can say Diamond Dave taught them everything that they know. They majored in music at the Diamond Dave Music Conservatory.
Remember now, before you make fun of me, I was second tenor in the Memphis State Glee Club for 3 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You were in a Glee
Club?
Club?
Had a merry old soul, and a merry old soul had he. He called for his pipe and he called for his bowl. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, brother. Don't quit your day job.
That's exactly right. Listen, I was a good member of the Glee Club there for 3 years, though.
Well, why don't we go down to the public address announcer and pick up the opening ceremonies for tonight's game.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today and for bringing us all safely here together. We thank you for these two schools that are represented here this evening. Father, we pray that you will keep these student athletes safe from injury, and whether on the court or in the stands, help us all to demonstrate good sportsmanship. We pray that you will direct our daily lives and use us for the good of your kingdom. And we pray all these things in the precious name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus. Amen. The national anthem is being performed tonight by the TCA High School Women's Choir under the direction of Carla Nichols. Members of the choir include seniors Taylor Shute, Ashton Delp, and Addison Neal. Juniors Camden Maxfield and Elena Perry. Sophomores Braylon Carl, Kylie Crawford, and Katie Smith. And freshmen Lawson Helton and Elizabeth Mosier.
An outstanding job of our national anthem by the ladies choir at Trinity Christian Academy. You had cheerleaders, you had members of the homecoming court, you had basketball players and regular students in there. Quite a mix of what TCA has to offer on this campus.
Wonderful talent. We hear it and see it every year, and not surprised this year that tradition continues here at Trinity Christian Academy. The lineup's coming up here in just a matter of moments as they get more people in the stands. And by this time this thing tips off, we're going to have this thing about 75% full, I think.
It's going to be, like I said earlier, It's already feeling a little bit warm outside here. Let's get these starting lineups for Jackson Christian School. It's going to be number 2, a guard, Riley Bradford. A sophomore guard, number 11, Taylor Baines. A junior forward, number 15, Trinity Brooks. A freshman, number 22, Alana Yarborough. And finally, for Jackson Christian, it's going to be number 34, Tess Little. So for Jackson Christian, it's Bradford, Baines, Brooks, Yarborough, and Little, the starting 5 for the Lady Eagles of Jackson Christian, who are dressed in some gray uniforms with white numbers. I don't know that I've ever seen these uniforms before, Diamond Dave.
I was just thinking the same thing, almost a greenish kind of gray, if that makes any sense. By the way, Stan, 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores, and 1 junior for Brian Freeman, the head mentor of the Eagles.
It's a very young Lady Eagle ball club.
Hayda Grooms, she's married now, I believe. She is the assistant coach right outside that huddle.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for the TCA Lady Lions. Get out of your seats, get on your feet, and let's meet tonight's starting lineup. A senior, number 3, Elizabeth Hurt. A junior, number 4, Amelia Gehring. A junior, number 11, Carden Vales. A junior, number 22, Olivia Lee.
Sanders actually getting a start tonight.
And Anna Sanders getting a start instead of Gehring. Okay.
Out with that bum ankle, yeah.
Because that ankle's a little sore. So we'll make that change in our line. And Hannah Yarborough, the other starter. So it's Hurt, Vales, Sanders, Lee, and Yarborough, the 5-4 Trinity Christian Academy.
I think a good move, too, by Matt. He knows more about coaching than I do. But, Gary, your favorite to win here big. Let that ankle rest another day or a few days.
I mean, if she's needed, she can go. But if we can rest her, all the better. One thing I like about these Jackson Christian uniforms, you can certainly see the numbers, as you can see the numbers on our Lady Lions. That is so rare in basketball today to see 2 teams with uniforms where those of us with bad eyes can actually read the jersey numbers.
No doubt about it. Always good for we announcers, especially we older announcers.
Well, speak for yourself.
Although I've had eye surgery.
I'm still a youngster. Well, in age only.
As compared to me, you are.
Well, yeah,
compared
that's
to some
true.
other people you might.
Well, I'm feeling like I'm your grandpa.
Michael's the young guy here.
Well, Diamond Dave, we're about ready for basketball. The centers are up there to jump it. And with the call of the game, the living legend of high school basketball in West Tennessee, Diamond Dave McCulley.
Thank you, Indiana Stan. It's Brooks, who is their best athlete, jumping up against Lee. And as you watch in the white uniforms, the Lady Lions have it down to our left. We work just above the court here, first row, the upper mezzanine, where we have people already up here with us. Most of the time, that's not the case. Here's Hurt with it, a handful, but here's Bales with it. Carden, great player.
Little sagging man-to-man.
Bales averaging over 10 points a game. Sanders open 3 to begin the game. Air ball. Hurt's really playing well lately. Rebounds, puts it back up, and got it. Elizabeth Hurt.
Elizabeth Hurt with the first bucket. Nice backside check out to get that bucket, and then she established her position, went straight up with it for the deuce.
TCA coming with full court pressure. Eagles handle it pretty well. Little in the paint. Down low to Yarborough. They swing it out here on the left. There's a 3. It's up. It is there. And knocking it in is Riley Bradford, the freshman.
So Bradford hits the 3 and gives Jackson Christian the lead early.
They start a junior, sophomore, a freshman, sophomore, and freshman. So a very young team, as we mentioned a moment ago.
Foul.
And now a foul on Jackson Christian.
Yeah, it's going to be on Taylor Baines, number 1. Or excuse me, number 11, her first.
So it will be Baines picking up the foul, into the line, Olivia Lee, averaging 25.8 points a game. A candidate, for Miss Basketball. And from the line this season, shooting 79%, although she missed that one, and it remains a 3-2 Jackson Christian lead.
Had an opportunity to look at the stats of some of the players going for Miss Basketball. As that second free throw is good, we're tied at 3. But Diamond, Nobody's got better stats than Olivia Lee in the state in Division II Class A.
I looked at that myself yesterday. You're exactly right. Across the timeline, Brooks skips it over here for another three, and Bradford missed this one badly, and the ball out of bounds, and they say who?
It's going to be Jackson Christian basketball. I think Olivia was so surprised that the ball came to her on the backside, it just kind of bounced off of her and went out of bounds.
Yeah, Bradford, after nailing that first attempt, misfired badly that time. Jackson Christian gets it in, working on the right wing Little. No radio audience tonight, so we just can let you watch the game, and we'll try to stay out of your way as much as we can. Here's Vales, reach-in foul, no doubt about that, Stan. It's a proper call.
Yeah, a little body check there called by Floyd Flippin. First team foul against TCA. Jackson Christian with one foul as well.
Cardin is so aggressive defensively and just one of the great defensive players in the district, or I think in the state for that matter. Sometimes early in the game she picks up that foul like that. Yarborough, right wing, they go inside to Brooks. Brooks against Yarborough, spins and puts it up and in. Nice play by Brooks. She's by far, I think, their best athlete.
Oh, no question about it. She's their quickest athlete, and she can do the most for them.
Bales the other way as TCA beats the pressure. Overpass by Yarborough. Tried to go down to hurt, and the ball out of bounds, and one of the officials wearing gloves down there tonight.
Well, Dave, you can.
I've not seen that, Stan. Look at it.
Yeah, I saw that. You could say it properly. We overpassed on that.
Yeah.
Yarborough should have took that up herself.
Had a little bunny from about 3 feet. In the paint, leave it a little semi-hook there by Olivia. She has 3 of the game, and we're tied again at 5-5, and now foul on Sanders.
Sanders bringing the hammer down. The young lady not getting up.
Nothing intentional there, but boy, she hit her hard, didn't she? Bill Hamilton in the house. Good to see Bill. And Stan, I was looking down my stat sheets. I think she's going to be okay. Sanders got there a little late and got her right in the noggin, didn't she?
Certainly did, but she is obviously, as you can see, up, and she is up. And looks like she took one right across the above the left eye, so to speak.
Yeah, they're checking the eye to make sure she's all right. I hope she's not. Kevin Hansen, great trainer down there looking at her. One of the best in the business. And if they lose Brooks, boy, that's a deadly blow for them right there in the stand.
That would make things much, much more difficult if she was to go out. She's going to spend some time. She's she's walking okay, but I guess it's an old football adage. She got her bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, she's a little groggy. Kevin's going to sit there and talk to her for a couple of minutes. If you ask her if it's Friday or what day it is, and she says Saturday, she may not be back in soon. I think she's okay. Let's hope she is. Not trying to be humorous about something like that, really. I apologize, but bottom line is let's hope she's okay. In the game for her is Lily Barnes, a sophomore in the game, a forward. Jackson Christian, well coached. They beat the press very handily that time. Barnes has it. Work out here and trying to scrap for the 3, but not there now. Bad pass. They tried to go inside Baines. The ball knocked away. Lee has it. Olivia front court. I think they're going to get on the floor. No shots forthcoming. She was not in the shooting position there. And it's going to be on who? I think they're going to get Baines, I think. If that is, it's her second.
Okay, Baines will pick up her second diamond. You know, that injury with Barnes as coming into the game now is Blakely Melton. It's a team that's only got 3 players on the bench, and you're down 1 with Brooks out for right now, so it's a 2-player bench for Jackson Christian.
And compounding that too, Stan, you're right, a short bench, and also 1 junior and everybody else is freshmen and sophomores.
Yep.
Backdoor cut, Bales, great pass by Olivia Lee. Bales, layup, yes.
And TCA retakes the lead, the 3rd lead change of this game.
They're juniors together, but I'm telling you, that's just great awareness, and both proving that they played a lot of basketball together.
And one of the things with Jackson Christian, their outstanding freshman, Carly Holt, has been out for the entire season.
Yep.
I remember her well as a middle school, very dangerous player last year.
Yeah, she's out with an injury. Here is Lee driving in after the steal. Yes, and a foul. Our free throw forthcoming. Lee taking command of the game as she does so many times.
It'll be, and we've got a timeout on the court taken by Jackson Christian. 5:16 to go in our first. TCA leads 9-5. Let's take a short break. We're back after this on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Back after the timeout, TCA leads 9-5, 3 lead changes, and 2 ties already in this game. Going to the line to add a little harm is Olivia Lee.
Dolly Parton would sing that 9-5, and Lee will make it 10-5. As Lee now has 6, and it's a 10-5 game. I would pray not.
I couldn't hit the high falsetto voice.
Barnes with it, front court. Jackson Christian's handled the ball. The pressure okay in the backcourt. It's in the front court where they've lost it. This 1-2-2 zone defense is giving them fits.
And a jump ball, another turnover, is going to give TCA the basketball.
We saw this press be really effective, I thought, the other night, Stan.
Well, we thought it was going to be.
Sacred Heart. Now they're talking over. Floyd Flippin back with us tonight. Floyd's getting around these days, isn't he?
Yeah. Saw him last night.
You had him in the junior high game, right?
Yeah, in the middle school semifinals.
And now we have Floyd Flippin stopping things again. He's talking to Mr. Yarborough over there.
This is where the public address announcers need to start playing the theme from Jeopardy.
I heard today on a podcast out of Kentucky, KSR, the most famous song ever for a TV show. You have any guesses what it might be?
Could be Gilligan's Island.
No, it's the theme from Jeopardy.
Really?
10-5, yep. Here's the ball knocked away, but coming up with it will be Bradford. Bradford almost stepped on the center court right. Sanders steals that basketball. Nice play. Now she lost it. Almost fouled to get it back, but did not. Melton with it. They work out here to Bradford. Nowhere to go. They go inside now. Good ball movements. They swing it inside, outside, but the 3 by Barnes is no good. And Lee comes up with a rebound. Boy, Jackson Christian really handled that set really well. They've got ice on over the left eye of Brooks over there, and she's sitting on the end of the bench down here toward the scorer's table.
Man, she's wanting to get back in the game. I can guarantee it.
Yep. Those injuries right above those eyes, Stan, are really, really tough. Bales a 3 air ball. Hurt rebounds, Hurt back up. Got it. Elizabeth Hurt with a second stick back of the night.
And great positioning by Elizabeth to get the bucket. Kind of a wild turnaround shot high off the glass, but she got it to fall.
Larry Bales, Bonnie Coble tuned in tonight along with Michael George. And now going the other way. Here's a shot up no good by Melton, but she's fouled. And who got her, Stan?
Yarborough Geyer and Melton will go to the line shoot 2. I'm going to have to challenge you on the most popular theme song.
Now, that was a subjective, I don't know, it was some study they had on Kentucky Sports Radio this morning.
As the shot was missed.
Melton, no good.
I can tell you that the Rockford Files hit the top 40 by Mike Post.
Yep.
The theme from that.
MASH would be a theme that everyone would know. This one up, good. I think what they were saying,
Miami Vice was a top hit.
I think what they're saying, though, is all time. A lot of young kids wouldn't know any of those, but they know. Everyone knows Jeopardy, young and old. Wouldn't you think?
I didn't watch Jeopardy that much.
I loved it. Here's Vales driving in, left of the paint, lays in with the right hand, and Vales on the board again. She has 4.
I always like watching these Saturday Night Live highlights. It's going to be a foul on Vales for a little crash. That's going to be her second. Yeah, Diamond Day. Watching a Saturday Night Live do some mockery of a Jeopardy, and when they had a character playing Sean Connery.
And unfortunately, he just passed away.
Oh, here's another one. The Pink Panther theme song.
That's a great one.
Oh,
good job, Mike.
Mancini off the bench with the slam.
Football coaches aren't supposed to watch Pink Panther, but he whispered that in.
Composed by Henry Mancini.
That's right.
Your uncle.
Yeah. Boy, Henry Mancini did a lot of TV shows, didn't he? Yeah. A lot of sitcoms, a lot of shows through the years. 14-6, 8-point game. TCA beginning to pull away a little bit. It was a 5-5 game at one time. And there's a bad foul that time on Maxwell. Got there late. And she fouls Yarborough, who came to the free throw line. And Christian Gehring down below said, quit fouling, guys and gals.
And when Coach Gehring speaks, you listen. Miss Christie, you better listen what she's got to say.
14-6, 3:26 left in the first. Glad to have you aboard tonight on our streaming. Here's Sanders knocking away, but coming up with it will be Barnes. Over on the right wing to Little. And here's a pass inside to Yarborough. Nowhere to go. They swing it out to the open 3 after all of that, and the 3 is no. Rebound, though, back up. No. wide open, and Melton just barely drew iron. Tough break for Jackson Christian there. Sanders front court and dribbles the ball out of bounds.
That's going to be the first turnover against TCA in this game. Yeah, we better shape up, or Kristen Gary Lee might take some of those young ladies down in the dungeon and give them a workout.
Stan, remember the other night when TCA got off to the big lead with Sacred Heart?
Yeah.
Didn't play very well in stretches, but he still put 81 points on the board. How can you say that? But you and I both agree they wasn't real sharp at times.
It was the same thing with the game on Saturday before that as well.
Here's a bad pass, too high, and Lee comes up with another Jackson Christian turnover, which is number 4 now. Lee in the front court. Lee out to Maxfield, open 3. That's her specialty. Got it.
Camden Maxfield, boom for the 3. Olivia Lee with the assist.
17-8 now your score. TCA beginning to pull away. Now Sanders just picked up her second foul, trying to steal the ball at midcourt.
Things are getting a little testy down there. Hey, one of our favorites, one of the all-time great people, Mr. Reggie Smith checking in.
A big hello to Reggie. You were impressed the other night that I had a Reggie Smith bobblehead doll, weren't you?
He is Mr. Birthday phone call guy.
He is the guy. He is the man. Heard today, Reggie, that Tom Britt is retiring next week.
From BBJ?
We're going to miss Tom. One of my mentors through the years. I'm older, but he's still a mentor to me. Ball knocked away. Nice play there by Yarbrough, knocked away, but Jackson Christian comes back up with a loose basketball. TCA in that 1-2-2 zone. Now TCA beginning to sneak in there around the free throw line and knock that entry pass away. Now Jackson Christian comes up with it. Long 3 by Bradford, no good. And Sanders comes down with the rebound. Backcourt, Sanders across the timeline. Anna leads it out to Lee. Olivia with it. Lee would drive in, leads it to Sanders. Open 3, here it comes. No, front rim, no. Rebound controlled by Jackson Christian's Melton. Lee kicks the ball out of bounds. Jackson Christian's ball.
Speaking of Tom Britt, one of his Morian compatriots, Mo Chamel, in the hospital right now.
My wife and daughter told me about that today. I don't even mention the word hospital to me right now. Vale's in the game. Appreciate all the folks that have reached out to us.
How's
and
she
my
doing,
daughter's
by the way?
She's doing better today, but got to go back Monday to the hospital again. 17-6, a minute 30, but we're praying that everything will work out.
I bet your dad's buying her some ice cream, though.
Yep, 1-2-2 again, and TCA traps out in front of their own bench. Jackson Christian handled it pretty well that time. They go inside to Brooks, who's back in the game. Out now front, a long 3, banked up and in by Tess Little.
Tess Little, long-range shot. Banks aren't open on Friday nights anymore, Dave.
17-9. They must have been a 2. I thought they were 17-7 a while ago. They had 8 on the board. 17-9 your score. That was a 3, though, wasn't it, Stan?
Yeah, that's right. 2 threes, a 2, and 1 for 2 from Charity.
Here's Brooks down low, puts it up, no, may have been fouled, no call, and Yarbrough will come out of there with it. Yarbrough front court, right in front of her lovely mom over there, Alice. Maxfield thought about the 3, doesn't pull the trigger. Now she'll drive in, put up foul, she'll shoot 2.
Brooks is going to pick up the foul.
I think Bradford's going to get it, Stan, the foul.
Okay, they will get Bradford with that foul. Her
Jackson
first.
Christian's brought in more people across the way, and we had a gigantic crowd here with USJ. This is going to rival that one, I think. Maybe a tad shorter.
Maybe.
Maxwell up, good. Of course, we're only at 45 seconds of the first quarter, yeah.
It's going to be ties. We got that first one, right?
Maxwell knocked it in, yeah. Lee out of the game, and Vale's out of the game, and in for those gals will be Kate Nethery, who played well the other day, and Hertz back in the game. Free throw this time, no. And the rebound's controlled by Jackson Christian. So Maxfield gets 1 of 2. She has 4 in the game. 18-9 your score, TCA. They run it here in the left baseline. The running shot no good, and the rebound's controlled by Maxfield. Taylor gets a lot of things done out there. Not as athletic as some of the other kids out there for TCA, but a really sound basketball player. Yarbrough's 3, hit one here the other night, missed that one. And out of bounds the ball sails down to our left, and the ball belongs to Jackson Christian.
We'd like to remind everybody tonight's broadcast of TCA basketball is an interactive broadcast. Feel free to leave us messages in the comments section. Tell us who you are and who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from.
Yep, that'd be great. We'll say hello to you. Give you a big shout out. Doesn't cost you a dime either. A 3, right wing, in, out, and back in. That one by Little.
Little with her second 3. Jackson Christian, a team, Dave, that's going to live and die by the 3 ball, and that last second shot almost went in. At the end of one, it's TCA 18, Jackson Christian 12. A 1-minute break, and we're back on the TCA Broadcast Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
Well, Diamond Dave, 3 balls certainly keeping Jackson Christian in the game. They've got 4 field goals overall, 3 from long range, 1 of 2 from Cherry. TCA, 7 field goals, only 1 from long range, and they are 3 of 5 from Charity.
Vales with it back in there. Sure run the point. Over to Hurt. They run the motion offense to Sanders. Sanders bounced past Lee and bobbles it and went out of bounds. Turnover on TCA.
Their second turnover of the night. Yeah, Dave, the crowd does keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, there's still people coming in both entryways. Backcourt Little, who has 2 threes in the game. You know Jackson Christian would love to hand the ball to this guy right here, Brooks, and that's why. Lay up there.
Yeah.
Right on cue.
You've got to get somebody in front of her. She gets her second bucket. That was the proverbial Olay defense.
Yeah, not any straight line defense at all. It's 18-14. And Jackson Christian hanging around in this thing. 7:20 left in the second. Stands up. Lee with it. Lee thought about it. They get right in her face. Yarborough, those long arms. They go out here now to Sanders. A 3 by Anna. Yes.
Sanders with her first bucket of the night.
Anna can shoot the ball. Just has to square up. And doesn't have a great ability to create her own shot. But when she gets open, she's deadly out there. And the ball knocked away. Bales comes up with it. Nice outlet pass, I should say, to Hurt. Hurt will drive in against Brooks. Brooks had to let her go, but Hurt missed the layup. And the ball out of bounds goes off Jackson Christian. Proper call. Oh, no. That ball went off Jackson Christian, I thought. Bales thought it did, too.
Well, that play was actually set up by a good job on defense by Hannah Yarborough, who initiated that defensive stand and the transition down the floor. Nice job.
21-14, 7-point game. Biggest lead came at, 18-9 a little while ago. TCA doing a good job trapping that ball on the sidelines, as you see there, folks. You're watching on our streaming services tonight.
And there you can see Olivia Lee kicking the ball out of bounds, using her all-state soccer skills to reset the game clock.
Got it covered tonight. TCA Facebook, Worthy Road Studios. The whole gang's here. 21-14, 6.5 left here. Working with it now will be the entry pass to Yarborough. Puts it up. No, thought she may have been fouled, to be honest with you. Coach Freeman thought she was, too. There was a lot of contact. TCA may have dodged the bullet. Here's Bales driving in. That cut her off. Now she sort of jumps back in from second gear to first gear. Puts it up. No, foul, and she'll shoot, too. Carden really has a great ability to get in that paint. She did that at will the other night against Sacred Heart.
Judging from her facial expression alone, you can tell that foul was on Tess Little.
So Little will pick it up, and to the line, Bales. Carden on the year, 78% free throw shooter. Good. Unofficially, I have TCA now, 4 of 6 from the line.
Timing and scoring concurs.
And Carden will try again. She has 5. 6 by Lee, 4 by Maxfield. Again, playing tonight without Alicia Gary, who's out with a bum ankle. I think she'll be ready to go next week. This one is up. It is there. May not need her again against Tipton Rosemark Tuesday. No disrespect to them, but we'll certainly need her at Fayette Academy next Friday.
Every bit of her will need next Friday.
Down low, Yarborough puts it up. No. Coach Freeman is dancing up the court. He thought his player was fouled again. He is really upset at the officials. This way will be Lee throws away. Picked off by Bradford. That's 3 turnovers now on TCA. 23-14. The other way, nice pass. Underneath, though, and stuttering a little bit with a shot up, no good. I think if Baines goes right up with it when she catches it, that was a problem. She didn't have a clean catch, and now on the fight for the rebound, we've got a jump ball.
They're certainly letting it go a little bit, aren't they?
Coach Freeman I think he's upset at the officials. He's also upset at his player missing a wide open little bunny, though, even though it did appear to be some
Michael
contact.
Mancini could have hit that one.
Well, that might be stretching it. 12-footer, banks it up and in. That's a shot by Bradford. She has 5. Nice left-handed delivery that time. 23-16.
The problem is you can't leave anybody alone inside the paint, and we did.
No, you sure can't. Working with it now, Maxfield. Maxfield goes back door to Bales. Bales puts it up, and she's fouled. No, they call a jump ball. TCA fans down to my left in the lower section chuckling a little bit other than booing. 23-16, 5-17 in the second. Lee pulls the trigger for a 3, air ball. And a few students over there in Jackson Christian's student section says air ball. A little sloppy here as the ball is knocked away. Now back to Bales. Bales will put up the running floater right baseline, though. Sanders comes up with it. Out to Maxfield. Here's the 3 by Taylor.
Ooh.
Or excuse me, Camden. No, her big sis could hit that shot as well, but came up short that time.
Boy.
And Jackson Christian has the ball.
2 air balls in the same possession for 3.
He sure did. Bradford fakes the 3, now moves in with a little floater. Up, no. And over the back, looked like Bradford went over the back of Sanders. No call, and the ball goes out of bounds. TCA's ball.
Yep, the Jackson Christian student section, kind of like the USJ student section was during the girls' game. They were kind of quiet.
Look who's sitting right over here among them, Bill Hamlin. He's having some food right in behind him over there. 23-16. If that student section grows the way it probably will in the guys' game, he'll probably have to move.
I guess he'd want to sit over here with us.
23-16, 4:42 left. Timeout on the court. We're going to keep it here. Stan, your thoughts about the first quarter and about 3.5 minutes of this second stanza, sir?
Well, sloppy play, that would be the order of the day right now by both teams. TCA a lot of things that TCA can clean up in the passing department, the checking out, and some of the shot selections not been overly great. But Dave, one thing that also happens, and again, this is no disrespect, but sometimes you play down to your level, and Jackson Christian not the same level at TCA is. Sometimes you can step down with play.
I agree with that. They look improved, though. We didn't see them that first game, but they look better than they did last year, I thought.
Oh,
great shot off the glass, kissing it in. On the running leaner that time, on the right of the paint is Olivia Lee. She has 8.
Yep.
Leads at 9, 25-16. Now TCA extending that zone out there near midcourt. And what do we have? A whistle, a kickball, they say.
Got a message here that from Jamie Sides that pre-K student Jonah Sides watching at home says, "Go Cardin Vales."
All right. Cardin's president of her fan club, I bet.
They're cousins.
25-16. Well, still can be president of fan club. Down low, here's a shot up and no good by Bradford. And Vales digs that thing out of there. We always talk about how tough she is. Tough pass. She gives it to Maxfield. Camden in trouble. Double team. Now Jackson Christian giving TCA a dose of their own medicine. Double teaming on the sideline. Yep. And a jump ball, and the ball belongs to Jackson Christian.
That goes as a TCA turnover for those of you like Mrs. Freddie Garrett scoring this game at home.
All right, a big hello to Jamie. Gail Qualls Bell is tuned in tonight. We mentioned Kathy Merger earlier. Larry and Randy and all the folks that's tuned in tonight.
The coach, Ken Northcutt.
All right, how about Ken? My phone station, you must have you got one of those high-tech phones. I've got the limited edition. And now the ball knocked up in the air and Maxfield.
Her foot was on the baseline.
Mike, it's actually limited because it's not owned by me. It's owned by my school. They provide me for it, and I'm not about to complain about a free phone. 25-16. Inbounds pass. Lions go flat-footed on the defense on the entry pass. No good on the shot is Melton, but she's fouling. She'll shoot too.
So you're one of those people who gets within free phones.
Well, you notice it's even cracked in a couple places. I'm not about to go complain about it. Hey, it works, does everything. And listen, the only thing I need is a more high-tech phone because I must have received yesterday at home with my daughter who's ill. I must have received at least 15 to 20 phone calls or texts from school This one by Melton is there.
So you're not the only one that gets a bunch of text messages.
Oh, it's amazing. 25-17, and most of them meaningless. Lee with it, deep left. Lee, 3. There he goes. Oh, my Lee from way out there. She has 5 in the quarter, 11 in the game, and on her way to another 25-point performance in the period.
Seems like she just made that jump shot and held that hand out there just watching it go in.
Absolutely. 28-17. She's got a beautiful delivery, doesn't she?
When it's on, it's on.
They flash one of their players to the free throw line, and then that player catches and throws out to the corners, hoping for a quick 3. Now, TCA did a great job that time getting out there and denying that shot. Bradford with it. Bad pass. Threw it away. Tried the no-look pass that time in the paint to Melton. It just wasn't there. Yarbrough's out of the game. Melton playing that position. Bales throws it away. And he goes right in the hands of Floyd. Flip it over there. Floyd showing good hands.
Well, he's picked a peach or two.
Sure has. Floyd. I wish I was Floyd's size and could eat what I want to eat all the time. 28-17. Working with it, Sanders to Lee. Right in front of Coach Freeman. Inside this time to Melton, or make it walking. It's going to be called on Jade Maddox. Caught it in a sort of awkward position, Stan. Tried to do the drop step and got caught, and that's a proper call.
That's 2 points in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't even be close to a walk there. And now here's, you see that play. Maddox, they were trying the entry pass, and she shoved the gal right in the back. And all of a sudden, flying out toward the bench over there was Melton. She's going to shoot 1+1. Well, you said the track team won here tonight, but I think you're wrong. I think they were making a late appearance. 28-17. Melton to the line. She's been there tonight 4 times, hit 2 of them. Up. Good.
The other thing is, Diamond Dave, I left that little purple cheer thing that says sit down at home. Or it's in the car, actually.
28-18. Well, we'll just put up with it because I'm not getting back out in this cold weather. This one's no good, but Brooks rebounds and puts it up and in.
Brooks with a nice little hook shot.
Brooks is a really good player.
Yeah.
28-20. And again, Jackson Christian hanging in this thing right now. Maxfield with it. Credit Jackson Christian. TCA not playing well in stretches of the game again. Would you agree with that assessment?
I would.
They've got Brooks chasing Lee wherever she goes. Boy, they've got a one-on-one battle going to. Maddox sets a nice pick for her. The 3, no. It was a great pick by Maddox, but Lee couldn't convert on the long jumper. Bradford with it. Almost taken away by Lee. But Bradford in the front court to Melton.
Thought we were going to get a foul there.
Yeah, could have been one, to be honest with you. Here's Melton out to Bradford. Brooks wants that basketball over there in the corner. They can't find her. We're down to 1:40. Jackson Christian's got to feel pretty good right now about this first half, to be honest with you. Look out here. They go to Brooks. TCA collapsing on her on that right wing, and now they go out here. You have to give up something, and what they give up is a jumper by Baines, no good. Back up by Bradford, no good. Back up by Melton, no good, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Unacceptable for the TCA defense to be giving up that many rebounds, especially that far underneath the bucket, Diamond.
Good point. That's actually Barnes, 4 instead of 24 to the line. The ponytails threw me off for a minute. And Barnes will shoot 2. First one is up. It is there. Right now, Stan, I have unofficially 7 free throw attempts. And they've hit 4 by my count. Keeping them in the game right now. 28-21. Is that correct?
Timing and scoring concurs again.
Yep. 7-point game. Can make it 6. Barnes got it. And their ability to get to the line, again, pretty impressive here.
I guess, are you going to make the run to the snack table at half?
I'm going to do that at halftime, yes. 28-22. I'm taking orders as we speak. Bales right wing. I'm just going for the sodas tonight. I had dinner before I came. Here's Bales with it. Left wing Maxfield drives the left baseline. Block. Nice block. And I'll be honest with you, falling out of bounds with the ball was little. She unloaded that ball before her rear end hit that inline.
Well, the good thing is you don't have to go very far to get the snacks and drinks.
All right, Cheryl will take care of me down there. Cheryl Emerson, our lovely buddy.
Just a little bit of everything for me.
Here's Hurt. I don't have to go downstairs. That's good. Going down's not bad. My age coming up. Great pass. Fails. Lee layup. Yes. What a pass by Carden Bales.
13 for Olivia.
I mean, she threw a bullet in traffic. I'm not sure how she got it through there, to be honest with you, folks. You saw it.
Threading the needle.
Sure did. If there was ever that phrase for that, that was it. Down to 38 seconds, 30-22. They go inside. Here's Wheeling and Dealing Yarborough. No foul. She'll shoot two. And again, Jackson Christian going to the line. Brooks is out of the game. Bradford's out of the game. They're going with reserves, and right now still hanging in there. And here is now Elena Yarborough, the sophomore, to the line.
You know, you talk about that pass that we made. I know they had some home economic classes here at TCA, learning how to sew to thread that needle.
Well, I'm sure that they do a lot, but I would bet that Mancini and Cashin don't teach that. They teach everything else, but not that. Right, Mike? Yarborough up. Good. 30-24. You know, I like picking on those two guys. I love them both to death, but I don't know. Who knows? They may know something about sewing. 30-24, 6-point game, and ball knocked out of bounds. Touched last by Melton. I tell you one other thing, Stan. Jackson Christian at times has done a pretty good job on the wings, trapping the ball or deflecting the ball. You got to give him credit here.
I like the way they're. Some of it's a little odd, but the way somebody's making fun of me, and I don't know why.
No, Mike was trying to tell me something. We'll get that here during the break.
But I think they're doing a good job getting in down low as well.
Lee with it. Lee, good bounce pass to Bales, and now Lee returns the favor to Bales. It's there. Great pass.
Little bounce pass, just a little jive pass in there for the two.
You don't think these juniors don't know each other's game? A three, no, that would have been big for Jackson Christian, but Barnes, it sells off. But they're right in the game, though, Jackson Christian. We're at halftime, 8-point game, 32-24. The Lions lead it, but Jackson Christian hanging tough. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back with our halftime activities, stats, analysis, and more after this on the TCA Basketball Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back at the T-Dome on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy. TCA leads 32-24. It was 18-12 after one. Of course, 32-24 at the half. TCA, or Jackson Christian, with 12 in the first, 12 in the second for their 24. TCA with 18 in the first, 14 in the second for their 32. Jackson Christian, 7 field goals tonight. They only had 3 field goals in the second quarter play. After hitting three balls in the first quarter, 0 3 balls in the second quarter. Jackson Christian 7 of 10 from Charity with 6 turnovers. For TCA, 12 field goals in the night, 3 from long range, and they are 5 of 7 from Charity in this ballgame. Jackson Christian with 7 field goals for the game. TCA with 5 just in the second quarter alone. Looking at some individual numbers for Jackson Christian. It's going to be Riley Bradford, 2 field goals, 5 points. Lily Barnes, 2 points on 2 of 2 from Charity. Trinity Brooks, 3 field goals for 6. Alea Yarborough, 2 of 2 from Charity for 2. Blakely Melton, 3 of 6. Oops, she's 3 of 6 from Charity for 3 points. And Tess Little with a couple of bombs for 6 points for TCA. It's going to be Elizabeth Hurt, 3 field goals for 6 points. Camden Maxfield, 3 field goals, 1 of 2 from Charity for 4 points. Carden Vales, 2 field goals, 2 of 2 from Charity for 6 points. Anna Sanders, 1 field goal for 3 points. Olivia Lee, 5 field goals, 2 of 3 from Charity for 13 points in the game. TCA with 5 young ladies in the scoring column. And it is Jackson Christian with 6 young ladies in the scoring column early on or halfway through this broadcast tonight. I'll remind you, you are watching Trinity Christian Academy coverage of TCA basketball on the TCA Broadcast Network. Michael Mancini producing this broadcast. Myself and Diamond Dave McCulley with the call of the ball game. We're here tonight on homecoming and senior night here at TCA. A pretty much packed house on the TCA sideline. Oh, I'd say about 60% full on the Jackson Christian sideline. And it's TCA again leading by 6 after 1, pulling out to an 8-point lead here at the half. Could have led by more, but credit Jackson Christian. They are playing well in this first half of play and trying to keep this game close. And we see some young TCA basketball players out there, all the little kids out there taking a toss with the basketball. A few cheerleaders, lots of youngsters from the elementary school taking the shots in this ball game. Well, Diamond Dave is vermoosed. Michael Mancini is vermoosed, or vamoosed. Here comes Michael Mancini back, so we're going to send it to him for a break here in just a minute or two. And with Michael Mancini getting back on hand, we'll remind you the score is 32-24 TCA. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, a 3-minute break. When we come back, the second half of action right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
And we're back at the T-Dome on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy, just about set for second half action. TCA leading 32-24. And Diamond, you're telling me the concession stands working overtime tonight trying to keep up.
They really are. I heard people pointing popcorn. They're going 100 miles an hour back there, but they were a little behind on everything, and that's to be expected with this kind of big crowd in here. And they've got a lot of folks working back there. TCA has it to open up this second half. They lead by 8. They've led by as many as 9. Sanders, 3. Yes.
Anna Sanders with the big bucket, getting TCA off to a good start.
No doubt about it, my man. And it will be.
That's her second of the night, by the way.
The Eagles with it. They'll try to go back door to Brooks. Ball knocked away. Touched last by Take Your Pick. Hurt and Sanders were both there.
Oh, by the way, this cookie with the orange icing is pretty good.
I thought it looked good. I don't deal with a lot of things orange, but that cookie looks so good.
If you want to scrape the icing off and give it to me, I'll go for it.
Now driving in, and here's Hurt with a rebound after the shot by Yarborough came up really short. Bales in the backcourt. It's a 35-24 game. Biggest lead of the game right now. Down low, here's a wheeling and dealing shot up. No good, and the ball controlled by Jackson Christian's Brooks. Now, taken away. Sanders, boy, TCA's turned up the heat a little bit. Sanders, another 3, this time off badly. And they scramble for the rebound. It's loose potato there. And coming up with it will be the jump ball call. And who's going to have it, Stan? It'll be Jackson Christian's ball.
So it's going to be Jackson Christian ball, so TCA will get a turnover there. That's their 7th on the game. Saw a line out last night. Sometimes they call the jump ball early. Sometimes they'd wait and let them rough it up for a while before they give the call.
Yep. Letting them play a little bit here tonight. Would you agree with that, though?
Well, a little bit.
And working now with it will be Yarborough. Yarborough works over on the left wing to Barnes. Barnes out to Brooks. For Jackson Christian to be good, they have to get Brooks a lot of shots, and they've not done a very good job doing that tonight. She went out a little bit with that. I talked to Kevin Hansen during the break. He said she's okay, or was able to spend a second or two with him there as he went out. He was really busy with tape and all sorts of stuff down there. He was getting out for both teams. And here's a whistle, and what do we have here, Stan?
Play's getting physical. Jackson Christian keeps trying to cut across the paint diagonally or off the give and go. It's getting a little physical. We're getting body contact out there.
Let me make sure I clear that up. Concession folks are doing a good job, but stand the lines all the way back, all the way to these doors almost.
Okay.
35-24, 11-point game.
How's the line on the upper mezzanine here?
It was pretty busy, and there's not anyone down there now, but it was really busy a moment ago. Here's Bradford with it. Bradford backs out of there. Sanders in her face. TCA's changed up a little bit right now.
Yep.
They put Sanders out front. Looks like almost a matchup zone. Vales is guarding almost a gal to gal. Down low to Yarborough. Splits the defenders. Puts it up. Take your pick this time, Lee or Hurt.
Now they're doubling down the low post as looks like it's going to go against Elizabeth Hurt. Picking up the foul. Elizabeth with 6 points. I've got that as her first foul. Second foul against TCA here in the second half.
Jackson Christian, 7 of 10 from the foul line. Free throw up. Good. They've got there, and for the most part, they've hit them tonight. 8 of 11 now.
Look at her a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is she a little off center on her free throw? A little bit to the left of the center?
Yeah, sure is.
So that
nice free
means,
throw. Good again. Whatever works.
That means she's got a little slice in her game.
Like my 3-wood. 35-26.
What's always good with fairway woods?
Working with it now will be Camden Maxfield. Vales has to jump and get that ball, and now a foul. It's going to be on Brooks away from the ball, I think. She and Hurt tangling up there.
Now you go for a 6-iron. I couldn't hit a 6-iron a lick.
6-iron was my favorite club.
8-irons were tough too.
35-26, 9-point game.
I was good with the chip and roll though.
Mike says he's good with the 5-iron. I was talking to 11 Lane's dad, my former neighbor in the steeplechase area. Shot up by Sanders, her second 3 of the half. It's there, 3rd in the game, 9 in the game altogether. Talking to 11's dad, and Judy Vaughn's tuned in tonight. Good buddy, 11's grandmother, and he said 11 loves basketball, but golf's still his game for the most part. Yep.
This is mine, by the way, right?
That is yours. I'm sorry. Ball knocked away. Sanders really playing well. Knocks that ball away and comes up with a steal. And a good pass to Hurt. Hurt on the run out. Hurt up. No foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Question is, who's going to get that foul? I think Baines is going to get it, and she does. I have that as her 3rd diamond.
That is correct. As you say, timing and scoring concur. Only person in foul trouble for Jackson Christian. 38-26. They moved my lovely camera gal down to my right tonight. Miss her over here to the left. Matthew Valentine's in the house. Came by a moment ago with the boys. Said Rodney's going to be in town Monday. Hurt. Free throw up. No. Looking for Carey. There's
you figured Rodney would have been in town for the free cookies.
Yeah, there they are. They're down there. Carey the gang. It's 38-26. Sis is here as well, so the entire family's down there. Line this time Hurt. Good. That's 5 of the game. It's 39-26. It's alumni night and homecoming, so a big crowd in here tonight. Packed house on just about on the TCA side. Here's the give and go, but Barnes misses the layup badly. Nice play by Little. He gave it a good pass. She drew glass, nothing else. Lee with it, front court.
See, Barnes almost had that rebound coming from the backside.
Lee's going to take it in and miss the little bunny. Underhand scoop. And Jackson Christian comes out of there with it. 4:33 left here in the 3rd. TCA leading 39-26. If these district opponents stand, and we talked about TCA being heavily favored, but Jackson Christian's coming here to play and contest tonight, haven't they? There's an air ball, and Vales comes down with it. But it just, again, what we always say, throw the records out. Vales moves in. Great move, but didn't get down on the shot with the right hand off the glass.
She went like Louisville down the stretch.
Yep, down the stretch, Steve Beverly would say. There's a shot up, no good, and Vales got her money's worth. It's going to be Barnes shooting free throws.
I think Hurt's going to get that one.
Who did? Hurt?
Yep. Elizabeth with the body check.
That'd be her second. I will say this for Elizabeth. She's not a dirty player at all, but when she fouls, she gets her money's worth.
She's like a MC, hammer time.
Yeah.
Free throw's good.
Barnes knocks it in, and again, Stan, we allude to the fact they've shot 13 free throws tonight and hit 10 of the 13. Paul trying to steal my cookie over here. They're right down there, Paul, and they're for you. The line will be Barnes again. I saw that hand coming this way. Barnes gets 1 of 2, and Sanders really having a good floor game tonight and has 9 points as well. Vales drives right baseline. They cut her off. Ball knocked to the bounds, and it goes off Vales. Carden knew it. She was upset herself. I think she got a finger on it right before it went out of bounds, Dan.
Okay, because 34, Tess Little got a pretty good hand on that.
Yeah, I think that what happened, Carden, I could tell almost by her facial expression, she went, oh no. 39-27, 12-point game. Left wing Little.
You keep pushing that cookie my way, you better quit worrying about
I'm
Paul.
going to put that cookie right in front of me. Here's I had dinner, but no dessert. Shot up by Barnes, no good. Yarborough picks up the dribble right at the timeline to Sanders. Anna flies under, and they get a foul on the floor before the shot. You see Sanders' expression when she looked at the official. I think she thought she was going to get called for a charge.
Yep. I would like to see her just stop, take the little pull-up J off the glass.
Down to 15 degrees tonight, folks, so be careful out there.
LeBur.
It was really blustery when I came in. The wind's up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. And I don't have to tell you folks it's out and about that, but nice and cozy here in the arena. 39-27. Lee, a three on the inbounds pass. No.
Just a little short.
Rebound controlled by Bradford of Jackson Christian. Eagles have come around the corner pretty well. Not far from here. They had USJ here the other night. Huge crowd. Stan, you and I were right. Bill Hamilton's had to move way up over there because the student body's just about engulfed him.
I was going to say Bill must have gotten in trouble with somebody because he's in the farthest corner you can get.
Yeah.
He must have gotten Dutch with someone.
Working with it now will be Little. It's white night for the kids from Jackson Christian. They've got all the white. I'm not sure what the theme is for our kids down to our right. The other night it was pajama night. Working with it now will be Little.
Oh, I thought that was Walmart night.
Yeah, come to the game, then you can run over to Walmart. Here's the three by Bradford. And the rebound's controlled by Vales. Carden is fouled by Little. First second. Mom shouting out instructions to Olivia right below me. Come on, Olivia.
Grandpa Gary's sitting on the other side this year on the floor.
That orange cookie really is good.
It's like an orange creamsicle icing.
That's exactly what it is. Mike's going to run down and get him one.
Bring me one as well. And a couple of handfuls of whatever else they got.
Jay Cashin is here tonight. He's right among us down here. He's right down with the fans cheering. Yarborough's three. Yes, Hannah Yarborough.
Tickling the twines for her first points tonight.
You know, Stan, she's got a really nice shot.
If she take it more.
And just doesn't shoot a lot. Working with it. Yarborough. Cross-court pass. Knocked down by Little. She almost double dribble.
Well, and see, the thing is, we get in the tournament play, a lot of teams are going to double down on Olivia Lee, so Hannah is going to be open a lot, and she's got to be brave enough to recognize that, take that shot, and be a cool enough customer and just drain it.
Absolutely, especially in a big district tournament game. Underneath, shot up, good. And it's going to count, and a foul on the Lady Lions, and knocking it in is Melton, who has 5. And they go back to the line again, they being Jackson Christian. Brooks, they're being very tentative with hers. They're bringing her in out. She's back in the game now, replacing Bradford.
That is Melton's first field goal of the game and the first field goal for Jackson Christian in this third quarter play.
42-29 to the line, trying to complete the three-point play. Tell you one thing, Sam, we talked about them again, getting there a lot. They're a good free throw shooting team tonight anyway, aren't they?
They are a pretty fair free throw shooting team.
42-30, not sure what their percentage is. We don't have the stats on them. Bales with it down to Maddox. Jaden can't shoot. Left elbow, Yarborough can. 15-footer, high arc, yes.
What were we saying about she needs to shoot more?
That was a good pass by Maddox too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Kate Nethery about to come in the game. Haven't seen her mom Meg here. She's probably here somewhere. Down low, they have the little give and go this time, and Little with another nice pass, and Yarborough on the cut. TJ's not defended that well at times tonight. It's 44-32.
They have run that play consistently all night long. That's Yarborough's first field goal as well.
Yarborough to Lee. Lee left to the key. Will drive in. Ball taken away. Brooks steals it. Brooks on the run out. Got Maxfield and Vales to beat. Brooks will lay it up. Lay it in. It's got to count in a foul. And Jackson Christian, credit the Eagles. They will not go away. They cut it down to single digits with this
Brooks
free throw.
now with 8 in the game.
44-34, can make it 9 with this free throw, and Jackson Christian fans applauding. They like what they see across the way. Brooks, good. 16 times to the line tonight. They've hit 12 of them. 44-35. Vales dribbles in and got a foul, scribbled the ball out of bounds because she was bumped, though. And that's number 5. Both teams have 5 fouls here.
Melton picks it up.
Rodney Baumgartner says, you guys are sounding good tonight. Just talked to Matt Valentine, the all-time leading scorer. We're bragging on you, Rodney. He told me you're going to be in town Monday. You'll have to get a hold of me. Ball knocked away. Going to see the boys play Monday night, Matt told me. 44-35. Working this way now will be Little. Rodney, one of our favorite people in the world, isn't he, Sam?
My former by-guard.
Yeah. We may never have seen you again from that night in Adamsville. He hadn't been there. A little running leaner with a scoop. Barnes, no, we got a jump ball.
Rodney was good for keeping me from falling into the crowd.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing he did that night.
Because I was up and excitable that night. You know, they built me a stage, a platform stage to. Actually, they moved that platform, from the basketball court out to the football field.
Absolutely. Rodney wanted to know about lunch Monday. I'm on, Rodney. I have to take my daughter back to the hospital at 9 o'clock Monday.
TCA loses the ball out of bounds and a turnover.
Been an eventful week for my lovely daughter Laura, but we'll be back there. But I should have a late lunch, around 1 or 2 maybe, if that's not too bad. 44-35. Good to have he and Lolly listening to us and watching down in Memphis, Collierville. Here's a shot at the buzzer. No, by Vales. And we are at the end of 3, and we still got a game. 44-35. Lions by 9, but unable to put this pesky Eagle bunch away yet. A 1-minute break. Stay with us. This is the TCA Basketball Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too. That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Back here with the start of the fourth quarter. TCA leads by 9. Diamond, you would have thought Jackson Christian is closing on TCA. But TCA actually extended their lead from halftime by 1.
Yeah, you really don't feel like this game is in jeopardy, but no disrespect to the Jackson Christian, but
they're hanging around.
I'd really admire both teams' effort tonight. Now Bales, great steal. How many steals does she get per game every year? Running layup by Lee, missed it. Olivia has not scored in this half. 44-35, has some tough shooting luck. And even after the miss, TCA dogging them back there, pressing them. Now it's a 3-on-2. Brooks the other way to Yarborough, wide open, no air ball. Rebound though by Barnes. Barnes back, puts it up, puts it in.
Wow.
And we've got a 7-point game, folks.
Nice effort by Jackson Christian. Barnes with her first bucket.
Stanley, are you a little surprised about this game right now?
Well,
you still feel like TCA's in control. Boy, at least foul, no call.
Yeah.
Out to Yarborough, to Vales. Sanders, she's been hot. Here it goes, in and out this time. Hurt with a nice strong rebound though. Back out to Anna. Has Vales wide open. Carden's 3. It's on its way. It's no good. Rebound is controlled by Barnes. Lee hits the deck.
I mean, Bradford just shoved her to the ground with her body.
Working with it, front court. You sort of get the feel, Stan. I'll get your thoughts about this.
And then throw another one there.
The scouting report right now appears to be for every team, and now we're going to keep it here. Coach Freeman calls a timeout. I'll get your thoughts about my comment. Now, no disrespect or nothing dirty about teams that have come in here, but I sort of get the scouting report. Teams want to be real physical with this TCA girls team.
TCA is much more of a finesse team than a physical team. We've just seen it. Riley Bradford 2 plays in a row with Olivia Lee down at the other end, and down here on this end, right before the whistle, getting physical, trying to use that body and shove her around. The deal is, Diamond, if the officials will let you get away with it, it's just like in football. If the officials are going to let you hold, grab a hold of the jersey. If they're going to let you knock them around the basketball court, knock them around until they call it.
No doubt about it. And you look at this thing too, Stan. You look at the bottom line is that USJ really came in here with that game plan the other day.
And there's no question. Jackson Christian studied the TCA game film from that night. We know that they were watching our broadcast, and they took some notes, and they have implementing a game plan the best they can with it, and that is get physical and get his work tonight.
I get Matt and his brother-in-law, or his Rodney's other son-in-law, mixed up sometimes. So I apologize for that. But the Valentines are here. The Baumgartners, well, we'll have to get Rodney back up here one night. I miss him being so close, don't you, Stan?
Yep.
Little right wing, and they throw it away.
Ooh.
You thought maybe TCA touched it?
I thought Olivia got a deflection on it. I didn't see a touch after that. There's Jackson Keltner.
That is Jackson.
Grow him a big furry one on his chin.
Well, Lolly is by the fireplace. Rodney's got the TV on our broadcast, our telecast, and they said they're warm watching the lines and listening to the best of the South. I didn't know they thought so much of you, Stan.
Melton with the foul.
44-37.
I will say this, the numbers don't lie. This is Jackson, Tennessee's #1 broadcast of high school basketball tonight.
7-point game, 6:14 left here. Vales out to Lee. Lee left wing. Lee drives in. Lee puts it up. First bucket of the second half. Olivia has 15. That extends the lead back to 9, 46-37. Game like this, you don't want a team to just hang around. They get a couple buckets, they're right there knocking on the door with you.
How many quarters does
great
she
pass.
go without a
Brooks down low to Yarborough there. That's a great pass. Back to a 7-point game, and JC feeling really good about themselves right now. 46-39.
One of your favorites, Sawyer Lee, walking up the steps.
I wish I had hair like his. Working with it now will be Yarborough. The chant of defense across the way from the Jackson Christian student body.
Who wakes up?
Yep, they're in the game. Here's Lee. Lee wants to put it up, and the ball out of bounds. Cuts last by Vales. Olivia's had a tough second half offensively, hasn't she?
TCA just out of sync would be the best way to describe it.
She's the kind of player, though, that can explode for about 10 points in a minute or two.
Real quickly.
And big sis, her big sisters could do it, and she's following that tradition as well.
Macy Lee is watching. I saw her check in earlier.
Savannah and Money, as we always call her. Barnes to three. Boy, that would have been big. No good. They battle for the rebound out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Jackson Christian, saying Lee touched it last. Boy, that bench over there, they came up almost as one, Jackson Christian. That would have made it a 4-point game. And now they overturn it and say it's TCA's ball.
Proper call. And
yeah, Coach Freeman doesn't complain. I think he knew that was proper call.
Shouldn't those students be in the stands?
46-39. I'm not administrator. I'm just a broadcaster. Here's a shot up by Vales. No good. Battle for the board. Back up. Lee. No. Foul. She'll shoot two.
Well,
they will probably take care of that,
yeah.
I would imagine. Lee to the line. Lee on the year, 79%er. 2 of 3 tonight. Has 15. Only 2 here in this half, though.
Do you think it's going to get frisky in the boys' game?
I think it might really get wild in here. Lee, yes. Olivia.
And this game's not over with.
No, it's not. 47-39. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers with Bo Shamel. We understand that he's under the weather. In the hospital. Lee this time good again. Wide open Bradford's three. They've had 2 wide open threes and not close on either one of them. Now Jackson Christian comes up with a loose potato, though. They go out here to the open shooter, and Melton three. No. And Yarborough, great job trying to save it.
See, that's the thing I'm talking about. TCA's got to get tougher. We had that rebound. Jackson Christian just ripped it out of our hands. We've got to get tougher. If we want to make a run at state, We've got to get tougher and meaner on that and play a more physical brand of basketball.
I concur. I thought the other night USJ beat us to some 50-50 balls. I think a good timeout by Matt Coble. 4:28 left, 48-39. Lions with the lead and with the ball when we come back after this 30 on the TCA Basketball Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
4:28 to go in this game. TCA up by 9. And Diamond, we were talking during the timeout. I think if TCA is going to make a run in the postseason, they've got to start playing a more physical brand of basketball.
Lee with it out to Sanders. Kind of good game. A kind of game, though, that I think is good for them in the long run. Getting them tournament tested here. Bales, nice move. Slicing away in the paint. Yes. Carden. We bragged on it the other night getting that paint. She does it that time in the left hand.
She's got 8.
50-39. A couple more plays like that. You can put Jackson Christian to rest tonight and send the Eagles back home with wings not flapping as much. Brooks had the 3, didn't take it. They have really not done a good job, I think. Brooks has 9, only 3 here in the half. For them to really be good, they've got to get her shots. And now the ball, bad pass, knocked away. But coming back up with it out of nowhere is Yarborough, lays it up and in.
How'd she get that ball?
And Coach Freeman's out on the court. He wanted a timeout, and his kids didn't recognize it. 50-41. We'll pause for another 30 really quick. 3:46 left. TCA's lead at 9. Stay with us. This is TCA Basketball.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
3:46 to go, TCA leading by 9. Janet Butler watching this game from Pittsburgh, PA. How about the news that John Keith retired from the NFL this week?
Happy for them. Bittersweet, obviously. Great career. Hall of Famer, no doubt, and part of that Steeler Iron Curtain and all the other great.
I bet you we see him a lot more this year.
I think we will
football
as well.
Games.
But happy for him. I was really pulling for the Steelers the other night. Lee drives in. Maddox. Yes, about a 10-footer. Great assist by Olivia Lee.
Maddox with her first points of the night.
52-41. Brooks trailing the play, has it. She'll slice her way in, shovel it up, no. Foul, she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, blocking foul on Maddox, proper call.
Yep, right call, no doubt.
I think if she had her hands down, she might have got, she had her hands up, and that's usually going to get the call against you.
52-41. To the line will be Brooks. Been there once tonight on the back end of a 3-point play, the conventional way. She hit it, and she'll miss. No, it fell in. Hit the back rim and took a high arc, and then fell through. She has 10 of the game. 52-42. Can make it a 9-point game again with 3:15 left. Again, this one crawls in, and it's 52-43. Jackson Christian comes with full court pressure. Bales, a good guy to break that. Great pass, Lee, up, no foul. And she's going to shoot. I think they're going to get the foul before the shot, I think.
Oh, no. No, she's going to be shooting.
Got 2.
Bradford is going to pick up the foul.
The player that made that play was Bales. She blew right by that press.
And that's what you got to do sometimes.
Yep. Best way to beat a press, we always say, what stand to attack it.
Yep.
To the line, Lee. No.
Oh, my. It's her second miss of the night.
You think we might hear Daddy's Boy in the guys' game a little bit, a few times?
Oh, maybe.
I think we will.
Hey, here's one for you. As the free throw is good. The Big E, Ernest Harper, watching.
How about that? Hey, Ernest, hope you're doing well, buddy. Working down low. And TCA let Yarborough get under there, but she missed it. Dodged the bullet that time. Lee punches it front court. Bales. We're down under 3 minutes now of the game. TCA leads by 10. Hard-fought game. And TCA's Bales tried to get underneath to Lee. A lot of contact there. No call either way. The ball belongs to TCA, though.
Jackson Christian got a hand on that ball and tipping it. That wasn't maybe we should have thought of a better pass on that one.
Bales cannot move the feet.
And we got a
foul
foul away from the ball.
They're holding Lee. Brooks holding Lee is what that was about.
Brooks, is that her first? Or have I missed one?
I had her with 2, but
okay, so that's
I'm not
3.
sure that's correct. 53-43. Hurt in the game. Maddox in the game, or Yarborough in the game. Sanders and Maddox go out. Gehring over there. Alicia welcoming out with a handshake. You know she'd love to be in there. But I would be surprised if she plays. I'm not sure the extent of the injury, but day to day we're told. But I would be surprised if she plays Tuesday here against Tipton Rosemont.
I would not play her.
And I would think they'll hold her to Fed Academy Friday. A week tonight will be there. Free throw by Lee is there.
I mean, would we play better tonight if we had her? I think so, yes. But we're doing good. We're doing a good enough job.
Good job. Yeah, 54-43. Lee again. Good again. Mike, we know one thing for sure. Timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. We'll talk about that when we come back. 55-43, a 30. 2:48 left, and the Lions lead by 12. Stay with us on the TCA Basketball Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
2:48 to go in this game. TCA's lead is 12. Slowly but surely, and ever so slightly, we keep bumping up that lead quarter by quarter over USJ.
Here tonight, we'll be back. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. Tipton Rosemont will come into town. We'll have airtime for you at 5:45. Tip at 6. Same thing Friday night, except we'll be on the road at Fed Academy. First time we've been on the road in a while, isn't it?
Since Rosemark.
Who's making that trip with us, Mike or Jay or Worthy Roads? Worthy Roads, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's who's scheduled to make it with us.
Well, we know one thing. We don't know a lot, but we know one thing. We'll not be going to the Golden Arches before after the game.
17-minute wait? I don't think so.
Jamie Side still tuned in. Jamie Hudson King tuned in.
And you know, the last time I was down there covering a Fed Academy game, I was going to go by there, and they were closed.
Said, tell Cheryl Jamie said hello. We will do that. George Atwood is watching from down in Florida. Rodney says, what's up, guys? Here's Yarborough on the paint for a while. No call. They give it here to Melton. Up 3, no good. And rebounds controlled by Lee. Outlet pass to Bales. A lot of contact. Yeah, really. And now Bales looked like a foul again. Floyd doesn't blow the whistle. Student body all over him. Maxwell faked the 3, doesn't shoot. Drives up underneath, puts up, no foul, she'll shoot 2. Maxwell's driving to the bucket more than I remember her in recent years, Stan.
Well, that's one thing she's got to do. That's one thing Amelia Gehring brought to the game when she was playing. So we've got to pick that pace up, and Carden's always had a great outside game, but we're also asking her to drive to the hoop, drive to the rack, so to speak.
Nashville missed. She'll try again. Yeah, Gehring's fearless. I mean, she'll take it right in there with anyone.
Yeah, she's got those bloodlines in her.
No doubt about it. Well, missed this one. Taylor, her big sis, playing at the next level. It remains a 12-point game. Still door open a little bit. Barnes, they give her the 3. She takes the 3. She knocked it in. Barnes the 3. She has 8 in the game. It's 55-46.
That was with authority.
Sure was. And now a blocking foul in the backcourt. Going to be called on Barnes, and Bales is going to go to the line, and Coach Freeman takes his glasses off, looks up at the scoreboard, puts them back on. He's pacing down the court.
I have that as Barnes with 4.
That is correct. I wonder how many steps coaches walk per game. We need to put a walk-a-meter on people like Mancini and Butler and Freeman and Coble. Coble doesn't walk a lot. He stands a lot with his hands on his hips, doesn't he? He's in the game, don't get me wrong, but some guys are walkers, some are not. What we have to do next year is, like Saban has with that one guy that follows him. We got to get someone to follow Butler, even if it's a dummy, Mike.
Some guys are walkers, or some guys are on walkers like me.
56-46. Good point. Barnes had the three this time, didn't take it. They get out on her. Good pass to Brooks. Good. Counts. And Hurt undercut her. Didn't mean to, but she did. And Brooks keeping Jackson Christian in the game, 56-46, and can make it 9 with his free throw.
Well, apparently the Jackson Christian staff thinks it's great to slap hands with the students after a big play. He went down the line, slapped hands with every one of the students that's been asked to now move back by some member of administration.
Yeah, the Jackson Christian administrators say you got to get in the stands, guys. Free throw by Brooks, no good. Loose potato. Jackson Christian had it momentarily. Now Bales comes up with it. She lost it. Gets it back on Loach to Lee. It's wild out there right now. Right now, you hope someone didn't get hurt. It's pretty rugged, to be honest with you. Bales with it. Minute 25. Lead at 8. 56-48. And Brooks comes out and fouls Lee. A little extracurricular activity there with that foul.
Got the foul in there. It was okay, but then that last second push.
You know, the bottom line is TCA, USJ, Jackson Christian.
No love lost.
A lot of friends between the schools, but when he comes out on the playing fields or court, there's not a lot of love lost. Lee missed it. She'll try again. 8-point game. A 3-possession game with a minute 18. Up again. Missed them both.
Wow.
8-point game. Grandma Carey didn't like that across way. They sneak Bradford behind everybody. She lays up and missed the money. Yarborough back up, no. Rebound, Yarborough back up again, no. Yes, it goes in, Yarborough. Yarborough makes it a 6-point game, folks, 56-50.
We just flat got outworked on that, and picking up the foul was just little. I'm Matt Coble. I'm not real happy with that series of plays. Diamond, we were flat outworked there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So true. I hate to admit it.
I hate to criticize our own kids, but
we love them to death. But, yeah, Yarborough would not be denied. 56-50. To the line again. This time is Vales. She'll shoot 2. They're over the limit. Double bonus. Carden. Bingo. Had a big fourth quarter here the other night, Stan.
Do you hear dogs woofing?
Seems like it. 57-50. Vales again will go to the line. Carden missed this one. Remains a 7-point game with a minute. Front court Barnes. Barnes front court to Brooks. Brooks in the paint. Brooks puts it up. No. Battle for the rebound. Loose. Still loose. Still loose. Jump ball. And now we got bodies on the floor.
So you had Hurt digging in there, having her hands in the ball, carrying 2 Jackson players with her, and that's a jump ball.
Hurt's going to come out. Maddox will come in. They really let them play here in this fourth quarter. It's been really rugged.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys won't be any more rugged than this in the fourth.
She needs help.
Lee, front court, Yarborough, Yep, that's going to be Hannah out there with it. Out to Vales. Vales will back it out. Coach Freeman saying, you got to come out. They're going to foul Vales, I think. Now they'll try to foul Sanders. They don't foul either one of them. Why not? Lee with it. And I guess because they're over the double limit, Stan, they let 20 seconds go off before they committed a foul, which, to be quite frank and honest, if you're going to do that, should have been about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, the old proverbial, you can't do that. You got to do that earlier.
Yeah. Trying to extend the game. 7-point game. Lee to the line. Has missed 3 in a row. Lee up. Yes. She'll not miss many in the clutch, no doubt about it. Diane Vale says, go Lions. Michael George is watching. Your buddy and our buddy Doodle Butler from McKenzie. I'm about up there every day, Doodle, although I live here in town. Well, it doesn't live very far from Bethel. Can't be that far because the town's not that big. Lee hits this one as well. Working with it. Running out of time. Jackson Christian. They're down 9 now. Pass out to Brooks. Brooks will drive in. Brooks will shovel it up and got it. Brooks puts it up and in, and Coach Freeman calls a timeout. We're going to keep it here this time. He said, give me a full, but I'm not sure if I've got one, but give me one. That's exactly what he just said. 59-52 will stand. A game that's been much closer than I think most of us thought it might be. No disrespect again to the Eagles, but this has been an all-out war here in the second half.
Well, it was 21 at their house a couple of weeks ago, back on the 11th of January, and this is a complete turnaround. Of course, TCA playing a player short.
Without Alicia Gehring tonight.
Yeah, and that's usually 10 points right there at least.
You know what this
plus,
reminds
plus
me
a
of?
Physical presence as
Yeah.
well.
You know what this reminds me of, though, Stan?
What's that?
It reminds me of the fact you better be ready every night. Now they student body taking a Trinity T-shirt, and one guy's acting like he's boxing it. Then one guy threw it on the floor and stomped on it. And the administrator says, "Son, I don't think we really need to do that."
If that's a TCA T-shirt, that needs to stop.
Yeah, he came over, credit him. He said, "We're not going to have that."
He's done it several times.
I'll tell you, the other night, Tennessee and Florida had a little problem at the end of the game. I'm not sure who started it. I love what Rick Barnes said, though, after the game. He said, "Look, I don't care who started this, who started the mouthing, but we're not going to do the gator chop. We're going to we're going to have some class about us." Bales double teamed in the backcourt. And now what? 5-second count on Bales. They call it for walking. But I like what Rick Barnes said. I've always thought he's a classy guy and classy coach. He said, "Look, we're Tennessee. We don't have to do that. We're not going to do that." Well, let's keep it here again. As the timeout will stand. A walk, but 10.9 seconds. You feel pretty good about things right now, but TJ's had to scramble here to pull this thing out, haven't they?
Barring something crazy, this game's over.
Yep, no doubt.
Barring something crazy, this game's over. But Jackson Christian playing it out, and they're not giving up. They're playing just as hard physically here with 10 seconds to go as they did at the beginning of the ball game, and because that's something that they want to use later down the line in a possible early round playoff matchup where we could see Jackson Christian again.
I know
that game will be right here as well.
I know it's alumni night and homecoming, but I got to tell you, I think this is a bigger crowd than we had for USJ the other night now.
Yep.
You consider all the people we have up here with us. Well, the Lions will go to 17-3. The fourth-ranked team will at least stay fourth or maybe even better. They'll go to 8-0 in the district and play here Tuesday night in another big district game against Tipton Rosemont.
You got Lakeway at number 1, Bell Buckle at 2, and North Point at 3. Odds are none of those three teams are losing, to be honest with you. And one of them, well, there's a lot of controversy on the internet about one of those teams, and a lot of people around the state not real happy about them.
Bradford's 3 in and out. Yarborough, who's had an outstanding second half, rebounds over to Bell. They'll go back out again. Here's a 3 up, no good. And this game's going to end with 0.8 of a second left. 2 threes by Bradford, 1 close in and out. That one not very close at all. And with 0.8 of a second, got a lob and somebody shoot. Yarborough does that, no good, and this game ends. The happy final here. The Lady Lions win it 59-52, a 7-point victory. Lady Lions go to 17-3 and 8-0. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll be back. Stats, analysis, and then set the stage for the countdown to tip off of the guys' game. It's coming up next after this on the Bethel Basketball Network.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, We make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Well, before Diamond Dave gives you the individual numbers, here's the team stats. TCA wins 59-52. For Jackson Christian, it was 12-12, 11, and 17 for their 52. TCA 18-14, 12, and 15. So TCA won 3 of the 4 quarters. Jackson Christian 33% from the field, 17-51. TCA 50%, 19 of 38. TCA 6 of 17 from long range for 35. And Jackson Christian 4 of 20 for 20%. Diamond, you remember they hit 3 in the first half, only 1 in the second half. Free throws, Jackson Christian 74%, 14-19. TCA not where they need to be, 15-25 for 60%. It was a tie in the rebounding department, and I think you can put that to the fact that Elisa Gehring did not play in the or Amelia get when I say Elisa. No, definitely Elisa didn't play, but Amelia not playing the game was a difference in the rebounding there. TCA with 15 assists and 12 steals to go along with 3 blocks in the ball game, and that's the official stats. And with some individual numbers, here's Dave McCulley.
Don't feel bad about that, Stan. I did not make the trip with Bethel to Cumberland University last night. Enjoyed watching Alicia play. She played well for Cumberland, and they won over Bethel. But I think I called Alicia about 3 or 4 times during the game tonight, so no need to apologize.
They'll forgive us.
I apologize, but and they're all great kids and great players. Riley Bradford started off the game with a trifecta. She finished with 5 in the game, 8 by Lily Barnes, who played well. Had a big 3 there in the fourth quarter that kept them in the game and close. Trinity Brooks had 15. 9 of those coming in the second half. Actually, 13 of them coming after the first quarter. Remember, she went out after being hit inadvertently right above the eye, but she went out with 15 tonight. Meanwhile, it was 12 by Elena Yarbrough. She really played well. 6 by Melton, and Little had 6 as well. Meanwhile, the Lady Lions tonight, balance, as always. We'll start. Kate Nethery played, did not score. 5 by Elizabeth Hurt. Amelia Gehring did not play. 4 by Camden Maxfield. Garden Bills again had 11. Big bucket there in that fourth quarter. 9 by Anna Sanders, who had 3 threes tonight. Unofficially, let's see what I have her with. I believe we came up with 21 tonight for Olivia Lee. Hannah Yarbrough had a big 3 there in the second half, finished with 5, and Jade Maddox played well with 2. The Lady Lions, the big stat is they win it 59-52. Again, they run their record to 17-3 and 8-0. Undefeated in district play. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back.
Let's keep it here.
I'm sorry, Mike taking a break, so we'll keep it here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the boys' standings in the district. Sacred Heart 6-1, 15-3 overall. TCA in second, 5-2, 13-8. Rosemark coming in here next week, 4-2. Boy, will that be a huge game. It's a big game for TCA. Now it's an even bigger game for Rosemark. So they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, and TCA is going to have to be ready for them. USJ is in fourth at 4-2, tied with Rosemark for third. Jackson Christian at 2-5, so they've got to come through the win if they want any hopes at all of getting back in the race. I think first place is out of reach, but if they want to get back in the saddle, so to speak, they're going to have a win tonight against TCA. So right now, Sacred Heart with the half-game lead over TCA. They're 6-1. We're 5-2. A big must-win game for TCA. Now, we won a game that we needed to. We stole one that we had to steal in knocking off Sacred Heart. Now we've got to hold the course, so to speak, beat who we should beat, and then Diamond, we've got looking at the schedule for the rest of the year, we've got Tipton Rosemark on Tuesday, at Fayette Academy. On Tipton Rosemark, we call it a toss-up. Fayette Academy, you got to figure that as a win. McNary, a non-region game, let's say it's a win there. At USJ, that's always going to be tough. And USJ has a win over Rosemark at USJ. And then we end the season out of district with Madison. So we've got another opportunity to steal one. And, you know, if we can go 3-0, I'd say if we go 3-0, providing that we win this ball game tonight, if we can go 3-0, we'll be district champions.
No doubt about it. A big hello to Suzanne Argo Atwood watching down in Florida tonight. And it makes it worthwhile when we have so many people watching and listening and all their nice comments. We do appreciate that. Yes, Stan, you brought up some good points. This is a big game tonight. You need to win on your home court. You're working against a rival. But you know that Tipton Rosemark, they're not going to be easy here Tuesday, even though you're at home. And then Fayette Academy, that's a tough game on the road, no matter what their record might be, or if they've struggled or been up and down some this year. But certainly every one of these games plays such importance now as we close it out and head to the tournament time, and that's when it's all about. In high school, NCAA action is March Madness. And the high school ranks, for the most part, it's in February where you really make your season. You make your season, or it can be broken on you.
You know, when you look at some, of course, the way the NCAA does it, you can have an offbeat loss in November. It can come back to haunt you.
Yep.
But the great thing about it, I like the high school level, district play, conference play, whatever it is what you look at overall. I wish they would go in college that way too, and maybe not take into account some of this other stuff, because in high school, it does, if you got a big wins region, non-region schedule, that don't mean a hill of beans. It's what you do in the district.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And I wish the conference regular season schedule had a lot more say than it actually does. I mean, you can win the postseason, or you can win the regular season title, but if you don't win that conference tournament, it's all over. And I hate that it's all about the conference tournaments. The regular, wherever the regular season champion, if it's UK and the SEC, they run the table. UK should not have to fight through the gauntlet to get a number one seed. It should be given to them automatically.
You beat yourself up so much, by the time you get there, you're worn out. By the way, big hello to Mary Seaton-Thomason. She says, go Lions. Randy Quinn says he's watching from Hermitage tonight. Go Lions and go Trace. Speaking of Trace Robinson, you talked about UK. I know three things that are going to be in Lawrence, Kansas tomorrow. Toto, he's going to be there. Dorothy, she's going to be there. And my beloved Wildcats will be there tomorrow night, too. Don't bother me at 5. I'll be a nervous wreck.
Blake Butler was at the National Basketball Hall of Fame
when
Pittsburgh was in the playoffs against Kansas City. He sent me a photo he took of an IU jersey there.
There are IU jerseys there?
Well, he took pictures of all the teams that were in the Hall of Fame, and he had a jersey from the legendary, undefeated, last college basketball team to go
76.
Undefeated, the 1976 32-0 national champion,
and
Indiana Hoosiers.
And you know that almost every IU fan will tell you that the 75 team was actually better than 76, but you know who knocked them out in Ohio, in Dayton?
Oh, Lord.
Joby and the Cats. But people still tell you, even the IU diehards will tell you, that 75 team, and Scott May got hurt. That probably hurt him a lot. But if that was actually a better team than most people thought the 76 team was.
Well, and the thing is, it wasn't nearly as big a tournament either as it is now.
Here we go. Starting lineup, Stan.
It's going to be Aiden Shaw, a sophomore. It's going to be Cooper Cantrell, a senior. It's going to be number 5, Zach Creasy. Gage Boykin, number 12. And Walker Ray, number 23, so Diamond. Their starting lineup heavy in football players.
Hasn't been released by the SID office. We'll do that on signing day on the 3rd of February, but Walker Ray headed to Bethel to play football, by the way. Judy Vaughn tuned in tonight, our lovely buddy. Judy, a big hello to you. We miss you, kiddo. Hope you're doing well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I like to say, get out of your seats and get on your feet. And let's meet the starting lineups for your TCA Lions under the direction of Dexter Williams. He's number 1, a freshman, Caleb Williams. He's a junior, number 5, Will Weiser.
Saw his brother. Said hello to him a moment ago, Stan.
Getting the start tonight again, the junior, number 12, Trace Robinson.
Stan, he played a big part in that win over Sacred Heart the other night.
Absolutely. Here's the starter, a freshman, number 22, Braden Waller.
Back to 22 tonight.
And finally, a junior averaging over 20 points a game now, Will Keltner, as he put his game on another level the last couple of weeks.
Say one other thing, Dexter, Coach Handy, Coach Long, Frank Clampett, no one is coming close to outdressing them tonight.
Oh, no. I mean, they're like Ric Flair. They are styling and profiling.
Well, Dexter and James look great. But Antoine, I'm a little prejudiced because of being a Lambeth guy. But I love that plaid shirt. We got to find out where he bought that thing.
You know, this is one of those games Dexter needs to break out those championship rings and wear them on a game like tonight and always be kind of flashing with the other team.
No doubt. Look at Clampett over there. He's got his iPad out. He's got his phone out. He's getting ready to go to war over there with the stats.
Yeah. Hey, he statted a couple of games watching the TCA broadcasts.
Walker ready to jump it up against Mr. Weiser. Here we go, Stan.
Well, here with the call of the game as we have an adjustment, the voice of basketball, Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Indiana Stan. It's tipped around and controlled by the Lions. Across the timeline, Williams to Robertson. Ball knocked away. Walker Ray with a steal. He'll go the other way. Ray had it stripped away from Robertson. Took it right back away from him. Ray thought it might have been foul. Now the other way. Here's a running layup. It's there! Yeah. It's knocked in by Braden Waller.
Oh, a big play. Give TCA a 2-0 lead.
Both teams really quick out of the gates here with the ball movement and the defense. Across the timeline, Shaw. Shaw picked up out there by Waller. Keltner's guarding Walker Ray. They come out front now here to Cantrell. He dishes over to his teammate Shaw. Out to Ray. A three in the air.
Ooh.
An air ball and not close by Gage Boykin. Ball out of bounds. TCA's ball and the student body getting on him down there.
Yowzers. That was missed. That was like one of my putts that came up drastically short. No, I was like, oh, I never left him short, but I sure would blow him by the hole.
Yeah, my problem was I never left him short either. I didn't hit the ones coming back. Now a silly foul out at midcourt with a reach-in Shaw. You just can't make that. Coach Teichman, former great player down at Freed Hardeman, the head coach over there.
You know, Shaw with that. You remember the old ABA?
Oh, yeah.
You recognize that haircut from the ABA?
Absolutely.
He looks like he came straight out of the early 70s ABA basketball.
Kentucky Colonels. Rodney, who I'm talking about. Dan
Indiana
Issel.
Pacers.
Yeah. Louis Dampier. Bill Nedelecki of the Indiana Pacers. Ball tipped out of there, knocked out of bounds. Boy, the Pacers and the Colonels had some great battles through the year.
Who did Dr. J play for?
He played for the Virginia Squires.
Oh, that's
played for the
right.
Nets, the Squires, and then went on to the NBA. I know that ABA stuff, buddy. I've got books on that thing. Williams backing out of there. Memphis had the Pros and the TAMs, owned by Charles Finley. Work it. Trace Robertson, three. In and out. Tough break. Boy, unable to get the rebound was Weiser, but he did a great effort knocking out there, but Jackson Christian.
Boy, if Robinson would have held position where he shot it, he would have had that rebound.
Sure would have.
But he charged in like you're supposed to.
No doubt. The blue and white and gray in that scheme of things for the Eagles. A three. Got this one. He missed the other one badly, but Gage Boykin, the junior, knocks it in to give Jackson Christian the 3-2 lead. Nice looking form for the big guy. He's a big guy down there.
You knew that was going in from the get-go.
Wearing that bandage on his left arm.
Uh-oh.
And now Walker Ray with a steal. Ray front court, hair flying everywhere. Not quite as long as Pistol Pete's would have been. Now they give it to Gage. He backs out. Nothing there. They work out front to Shaw. Shaw drives in, puts it up. Block. Great block by Weiser. Robertson comes up with it. The bench likes it across the way. Trace the other way. Robertson front court to the trailing Williams.
Oh, he thought about it.
He sure did. Waller, nothing there out to Robinson. In the corner now on the right baseline. Keltner, short jumper. Nice pass by Trace, and Keltner knocks in the 12th.
I'm really liking the play of Will Keltner, and Will Keltner playing with a bad wrist that he's had the last several games, quite honestly.
And now here's a steal. Robinson knocks away at midcourt. He'll go the other way. The layup is there.
Robinson is good. But, with Keltner, he's had a bad wrist the last 2 or 3 games. He's had to go to the doctor about it. And he's had great games since he's had a bad wrist.
Good point. All-state football player.
First team.
6'3". Yeah, first team. Here's a drive by Gage. Or Gage Boykin, I should say. And he's fouled. Sue got him. Cooper Vale is going to come in the game. He played a lot the other night, especially in the second half when the game was really hotly contested to the end.
Played a lot at Sacred Heart as well.
Well, Dexter's not happy with his son. He's wearing him out right now. 6'3". Stop thinking about the dads who coach their players. Now proper call. Walker Ray got in the paint, nowhere to go.
Diamond, that's Gary Miney, and I say this because he's watching. I hope he still is. Boy, Alex and Coach Northcutt would have a battle or two on the sideline. Yeah, I love them both. Alex could be a little hard-headed.
Yeah, and Lisa would have to calm things down when they got home. 6-3. 4:39. Walker Ray with another steal. That's his second of this game. Back court, now front court. Cantrell works in the front court. Cantrell the right wing. He got that pass actually from Creasy. I apologize. Deep left. In there now is A.J. And here's the ball knocked away. Cooper Vales will steal it. Vales moves in. Up, no. And the foul is on Creasy. Into the line will be Cooper Vales.
Well, Creasy's going to pick up the foul. One thing that's missing from this Jackson Christian team, it's that outstanding freshman. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. It's already received some offers that was a running back for him this year as the first free throw is good. He was a good basketball player a couple of years ago. Surprised he's not playing this year.
Cooper Vales knocks in the free throw. 63% free throw shooter. Knocks them both in. DJ Traylor came in the game a moment ago. We failed to mention to you. It's an 8-3 game. So the Lions have scored 6 unanswered to lead by 5. Front court. Crazy. Good ball movement. They move it out to Shaw for the open 3. Rimmer. No. And Keltner with that strong rebound. Front court pass. Waller. Trace Robertson back to Waller. Overpassing, and TCA got lucky because Jackson Christian knocked the ball out of bounds.
Take that one and go up with it. You had the little hook.
You're about 10 feet away. You could pull up for the jump shot or the hook. You're right. In the ball game will be Zane White for Jackson Christian. Out will be Greasy. Bales open 3, wide open. Yes.
Cooper Vales with the 3 bomb.
It is now an 11-3 game, and just like that, it's a 9-point unanswered run by TCA. Down low, the pass to White, layup there. Great pass that time by, actually, Greasy stayed in the game. It was going out, a moment ago, was Cantrell. So a nice play there as they get the little bunny. Greasy unloading to his teammate. It is a 11-5 game. Working with it. Weiser to Keltner, turns, fires, off balance, and 3 people on him. No. The other way now will be Jackson Christian. They leave it to Shaw, top of the key, their quarterback. Greasy has it. Down low, nice pass, and layup there again by White. And just like that, 4 unanswered, and they're down by 4.
Boy, he just got wide open on the backside. We fell asleep on the defensive effort there.
Sure did. Weiser with it. Waller. Vales. Some young guys out there right now. Here's Keltner, bank shot there. It's got to count, and a foul. Nice entry pass. Trace Robertson gave it to Keltner down in the blocks. The crowd across the way boos, but it's the right call, and Walker Ray got the foul.
I thought Trailer had that, but that's okay.
It might have been Trailer. Looked like that.
Trailer, I mean, he's as big as a Trailer. He's a good-sized boy.
I think in retrospect, I think you are right. We're going to give it to Trailer.
Ooh, that's a big word.
Sure is. Keltner at the line, 59%er, has 4 in the game. 13-7, TCA by 6. Can make it 8 here.
Looking to add a little harm.
Yep. And Keltner, they're talking over right now. Coach Theismann, he has a 33 in the game. I don't have a 33. Actually, it's going to be back in will be Cantrell. I think 33 just came off the bench to clean something up, I think is what it was.
Okay.
Keltner's to the line, wearing Larry Bird's number, 33 across the way, puts his mask back on. Keltner Rimmer on the free throw. And the Eagles have it. Low-scoring game out there early in the year that TCA was able to hold on and win. This one's been a 13-7 game here. Left wing. Now driving the baseline and driving and put it too easy as Cantrell got in underneath and knocked it in.
Well, he used a couple of players as picks to get that bucket.
13-9, 4-point game. Bales with it. Across the top of the key, you see him scurry there. Waller, Keltner's 3 in front of their student body, barely grazed the front rim. Ball goes through the legs of 2 or 3 players. Keltner great. Come up with it and came up with it and unloads, and Robertson has a layup.
He's got 4 in the game.
Great pass by Keltner, you're right. Front court and did not establish. Yep. Ray had not established front court presence. Proper call. He left the back court, came in the front court, caught it in midair, and came down with it. That's a no-no.
That's basic basketball, but that's an easy thing to do.
Keltner's going to get a rest. Talking to James Handy down at the end of the bench. So is Weiser. In the game will be Malden. And that's the Lukester out there. And Noah's in there. The Malden brothers. Dad across the way. I said Mr. Yarborough. Actually, it's Brad over there now and Mr. Malden. Here's Vales with it. Vales drives in. Wide open 3. Robertson after the good pass. No good. Waller comes down that rebound. The freshman continues to excel in every sport. 15-9, TCA by 6. Jackson Christian back in that zone defense. Malden out there with it. Malden dribbles, got to unload, almost walked. Bounce pass to Waller, who did a good job going to get it. Lays it up and in. Waller did a great job going to help his teammate out.
Wow, Waller with 4, and where's the and 1 on that?
17-9. Malden came very close to walking, but I think he kept the foot down just enough. Shaw with it out between the circles. Waller in his face. Cantrell, 3. Bingo. Timeout, Jackson Christian.
Well, he's got 5. Jackson Christian with a TO. It's a 5-point game, 17-12. We're back after this on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
51.1 seconds to go in our first quarter play. TCA with the 5-point lead, 3 lead changes in this contest. And poor Bill has to kind of look in between folks to see.
Got the student body in front of him over there. Craig Sanders tuned in tonight. Appreciate him watching. Another shout out to one of our loyal supporters. And Shaw knocks the ball away from Bales and comes up with it. Shaw front court. Shaw out here to Cantrell. Step back 3. Hit one there a moment ago. Missed that one badly. Rebound, though, controlled by Creasy, who's back in the game. Shaw has it. Shaw will drive in. Shaw, a little bunny stop. Yes, got it. Nice play by Shaw. Stopped on a dime, got in the paint.
His first bucket of the game.
Not very good defense. Hit him in that paint that time, Stan. Bales with it. And now the ball knocked away. And it's going to belong to TCA. Cooper Bales out of the game. The Coop played well, and back in will be Caleb Williams.
I always like how the visiting team player, they always check in with their own scoreboard. You're supposed to check in with the official scorebook, which is on the other side of the court. You remember they got the X, and the official scorekeeper would sit right in the middle.
Yeah.
And you had your individual team scorekeepers on either side.
Brad would be the official score tonight because he's the home guy, correct?
Yep.
And to the line, Mr. Ball is on the clock.
But
here comes that 33 in stand. I have no idea who this guy is.
It's funny how they never go to the X anymore.
17-14. I sit at the end of the table near the Bethel bench when I broadcast at home at Bethel.
And they check in with you.
And they check in with me, and I say, hey, I'm the wrong guy. And that ends the first quarter. TCA could not get the shot off. Dexter not real happy right now as he talks to the troops. 17-14. Lions will lead by 3. Back after this 1-minute message for the second quarter on the TCA Basketball Network.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! Kinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Jackson Christian with 6 field goals, 2 from long range. They haven't been to Charity. TCA, 7 field goals, 1 of those from long range, and they're 2 of 3 from Charity, Diamond.
Eagles in blue have it as we open up this second stanza. Great to have you aboard tonight. Diamond Dave and Indiana Stan with you. Michael Mancini, our producer director. And we've got cutting to the bucket, a charge. Floyd flipping really close to the play.
And why would he defer when he's 2 feet from the play, but I'll take it.
Well, Kyle's not really happy with the call. And neither are the folks right behind the Jackson Christian bench. There's one dad over there that he's really upset. Gotta be honest, if I was a Jackson Christian fan, I'd be a little upset too.
I mean, that was borderline, but the big question is why did he defer to the outside official when he was 2 feet from it?
It's almost like a late whistle, even on a proper call, doesn't it? Sort of incurs the wrath of the fans.
Either there, he has his eyes closed, need a little help.
3-point game. Malden with it. The Malden brothers start this second stanza with Williams, Waller, and Trace. Robinson has it, drives right in, and great play by Trace. His game is just improving night in, night out, Stan Gerard.
Robinson, boy, he knows how to drive that ball on the golf course. He can drive the lane on the basketball court.
He's fearless, too. Down low, here's a shot, it crawls in, and White's come off the bench with 6. Yeah, we talk about that. Those golfers. Levin Lane over there hadn't played yet, but he's a great golfer. Taking his ability from his lovely grandmother, Judy Vaughn, and talking to Dad before the game about his love for the game. And now we got a foul that's going to be on TCA, and now the booze on this side of the arena.
Zane White should be picking that up.
Zane White. Every time I hear the first name Zane, I think of the great author, Zane Grey.
Zane Grey.
Yeah.
The Western author.
None of the young people have any idea who we're talking about. Michael Mancini probably doesn't know who Zane Grey is. You ever heard of Zane Grey, Mike? No, it tells you the age difference.
A lot of guys he hit may not know who John Wayne is.
Yeah, here's Keltner. Yes, it counts as a foul.
Oh, my.
Boy, the Lions caught the Eagles flat-footed on the inbounds pass, and Keltner just burned them. Great pass, and Will now with 6. Rodney's tuned back in. Laurie Youngcraft, our lovely friend, is watching tonight. Larry's tuned in, Larry Vales. And we've got quite a few folks tuned in right now.
That one official wearing the mask and the gloves, I mean, what bank he's going to go rob?
Keltner?
No.
I'm not seeing that. Where is that?
He's wearing the gloves and the mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what bank is he going to go rob? He's ready to go.
He really is. He's down here now, yeah. 21-16.
And you got one player wearing it over his mouth but not over his nose.
I saw that, yeah.
Which makes no sense.
21-16, 5-point game, 6:42. They go for the steal. TCA doesn't get it. Gage Boykin down low. Yes, got it. I thought he might have been fouled, and TCA dodged a bullet there, to be honest with you. 5 in the game for Gage Boykin. 21-18. Since we're correlating names, Nicholas Gage would come to mind as a last name. Working with it now. Here's Williams. Williams, his first shot of the game. Yes, a three.
Nicholas Cage or Gage?
Oh, yeah, they're right. Yeah, 24-18. I got to tell you something I heard on Kentucky Sports Radio podcast again today. Oh, that's a walk. They got away with it. Now driving in, wheeling, dealing, trailer throws away. The most recognizable person in the United States right now, many people in a recent survey said he's 7'1", over 300 pounds, in every commercial on TV, former LSU great, former NBA great, Shaq. And stop and think about that. He probably is the most recognizable person on the face of the earth right now. Mike agrees.
He sells a lot of pizzas.
I mean, even Michael Jordan could walk in a room and someone may say, is that really Michael Jordan? If Shaq walks in, you know it's Shaq.
There's no denying it.
Yeah. Here's a pass down low. And
it's going to be on Boykin.
Yep, Boykin will pick it up. Well, for example, I mean, you see him, he's with the General.
Yeah. Sells Papa John's.
Papa John's. He's not ready. There was something. Was there a flashlight or something he did? Something battery?
He's doing his own shoe brand.
Yeah, that's it. The ice you rub on. Yeah.
Icy hot.
Icy hot, yeah. Mike came through. Kellner's going to shoot free throws after all that. Wheel up good. Rodney Baumgartner says, what in the world are you guys talking about? Well, in radio we wouldn't be able to do this, but when you're watching the game, you can watch it and listen to us too.
We still did, though, Diamond.
We're doing the Peyton and Eli version of basketball tonight. There's an extra by Kellner's there.
Am I Peyton or am I Eli?
Let's see. I think you'd be Eli, wouldn't you?
I wanted to be Peyton.
Well, you can be Peyton for tonight. I'll be Eli. Not like they don't have enough money that they got to broadcast as well. Working with it is Shaw. Shaw moves in. He's bumping foul. You know, that's only the second foul on TCA. How about that?
Wow. You know, I think of that one commercial where Peyton goes into the inner city. He's teaching kids to play football. He's bouncing the ball off her head, sends the one guy to the toilet, and then he's teaching him how to pick locks, and he goes, cops, run.
I still like the very first one they ever did for ESPN where Peyton's kicking him in the rear end, you know, with the back kick. Shaw. You know where Archie and Olivia originally from, don't you?
Where's that?
The hometown of my wife, Drew, Mississippi.
I did not know that.
Yeah, 26-20. My wife sat with Olivia one night at the Superdome when Pistol Pete played. Free throw up.
You mean it's possible that
my wife was mad.
She could have been the mother of Peyton Manning?
Yeah, my wife was mad because I was sitting at press row helping Bob Remy with stats. And she was mad until she found out she gets sitting next to the Mannings. She was okay then.
Oh, then she lit you up.
I sort of wish I was sitting up there with the Mannings. Here's the ball knocked away.
Good hustle.
Williams open three from Robertson. Yes!
You give him that much time to get that kind of stroke, he's not going to miss much.
I had one duty when I went down there and watched Pistol Pete play when I sat at press row. Ball knocked away by Keltner. Guess what my duty was? Only thing I had to do all night.
Make sure the cups didn't get knocked over?
Take the stat sheets into the opposing locker room. I went in one night with Earl Monroe and Walt Frazier, and they told me, said, do not ask for an autograph.
They knew you, huh?
Yeah, they knew me. 29-21.
Where'd he play?
Southern Illinois.
Yes. What division were they in when he went there?
Were they 2A then?
They were in Division 2. There was no 2A. It was Division 2, and he had some wars with the University of Evansville against Boozy and the bunch back in the 60s.
Rodney says the Mannings can't hold a candle to Diamond David, Stan the man. I think they go to the bank a little bit more than we do. 29-21. A lot of people go to the bank more than me and Stan. Here's a three up, no good by Cantrell. And the rebound is controlled by Waller. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. We've enjoyed our careers in this. And there's a walk. I think Floyd Flippin's going to call a foul.
Yes.
Oh, my. Oh, my. That's going to incur the wrath of the Jack. And now they overrule and say walk. I think that's the right call, to be frank.
Yeah. So now you're Frank Clampett?
Frank's over there on the side. He's got that pad out. Front court pass, Shaw. Good diagonal pass that time. Shaw pulls up with the three. Got it.
Well, I thought that was going to be short the way he stepped back a little bit, but tickled the twines.
Boy, it went through true, too, didn't it? 5-point game.
Well, it was a 29-28 final. I think we're going to eclipse that.
Yeah, And they clips out here by halftime, aren't we? 4:17 left here. Williams comes off the baseline. They can't find a shot for him, though. Out to Waller. Braden with it. Down low to Keltner. Keltner up underneath. Powers up, no. May have been fouled, to be honest with you. And the ball out of bounds. It goes off TCA. I thought they bumped him with the body that time, but I didn't have the greatest angle in the world.
Shirley Gaddy watching this game. She is the grandmother of one Will Keltner.
How about that? So a big hello to Shirley. Judy still tuned in tonight. 29-24. When Judy was our neighbor, we watched out for her. She watched out for us. Here's Shaw in the front court.
Almost drug that foot.
White works out here now. Shot up, Cantrell, no good. Rebound by Creasy. He almost walked. He may have, and he got away with it. You could tell on his face he thought he got away with something. Shaw drives in. Shaw stops and pops up. Got a blocking foul before the shot. Number 3, no free throws. Stan, we live in a great neighborhood and have for a long time, but Judy was our neighbor for a long time. And called me one day, and there was a black vehicle backed in our cove, and she got scared. We were scared. Wound up being the feds. They wasn't after Judy or I or family. They were after some folks in the neighborhood.
Around the corner, but the third house.
No, they were down in that cove back there in a rental. You might imagine some of the stuff going on down there. 29-24. That's about the only thing that's ever happened there in the 14 years I've lived there, though.
Well, you could call me. I come with all guns a-blazing.
29-24. This would be the last thing, Mike, I'd want to do. Here's download his Keltner and the ball thrown out of bounds.
Okay, fine. You call me. Stan, they're breaking into my house right now. I'm going to go tough.
I think Judy actually called downtown, and they told her, said, do not go out there. Here's the ball knocked away. Keltner, great hustle. Ball knocked out.
Lady walking up in the stands never knew what hit her.
No, she sure didn't.
Never knew. She about slapped the boy in the front row in front of her, though.
29-25, 5-point game, 3-12. Got to have those good hands when you're down low. Working with it now will be Zane White. He's played really well for Jackson Christian off the bench. Down low, Traylor wants the ball. They can't get it to him down there. Now they go back door, wide open, and White hits the bottom of the bucket. Back up, though. Traylor, yes. And
Traylor.
Jackson Christian, like the gals, hanging in there, aren't they, Stan?
Well, that was a mismatch, though, against Cooper Vales down low.
Cooper got caught down there. Not his fault.
He tried.
Sure did. 3-point game, 2:36. Yeah, a lot different than the game at Jackson Christian. Here's Robertson down low to a great pass. Keltner puts it up, missed it. Keltner his own rebound. Back up, yes, Will.
Well, Keltner in double digits with 10. I think he only had 2 points in the first meeting.
Sixer in this quarter. 31-26, lead back to 5. Shaw open 3, left wing. Good rhythm, but it wouldn't go down. Rebound back up. Keltner comes up with it. Outlet pass to Williams. Jeff Weiser's in the house. Says, yeah, Uncle Jeff's in the house. Let's go. The Weiser family. And here's a foul. It's going to be on the floor.
Traylor's going to get it.
That's 1+1.
You know, you saw
forthcoming.
You saw that last rebound by Kelton. You realize he's averaging over 13 rebounds a game.
That's pretty impressive.
He is wiping some serious glass. I need to bring over my house and do the windows.
Double-double. Williams to the line.
You think he'd hire out? Think I can talk Brad?
He probably would. Someone pointed out to me the other night in the gym before our game how dirty the glass was and the backboards. And I said, hey, I do a lot of things here, but I'm not in charge of that. But we did get them clean. Williams up there.
Well, I think ours may have been clean because I noticed a bunch of dust on ours last home game.
32-26. It can happen.
You can really see it when you get on the floor at the baseline.
To the line again will be Williams. Good. He has 8 all in this quarter right now. 33-26, the lead back to 7. So, thus far, TCA's weathered this storm. Trailer front court, good-looking athlete. Gage Borkin has it. Borkin lost it, gets it back. Works out here to Shaw. Shaw, up, no, charge. Or did they call a block? The officials look at each other, and the outside official said, what is it? And the inside official said it's a charge.
Half the crowd's happy, half the crowd's booing. Here's the deal, Diamond. whether they got the call right or wrong, make the call quickly. Don't sit there and study on it for 10, 15 seconds.
I think
you
that's
got to pull the trigger and make the call.
That really gets the crowd even more against you, doesn't it?
I mean, right or wrong, make the call. If you know in your heart you got it wrong, get a Mary Kay makeup call down the line.
Dexter really working hard over there. So is Kyle, stomping his feet. Now driving in, that's going to be a charge this time on Waller. That's the right call.
Yeah, he planted.
He ran right over him, didn't he?
I mean, Walker Ray is he tried to put him 6 feet under the floor.
Yep. 33-26. I was told today we haven't released anything yet until February the 3rd on National Signing Day. But I was told that Walker, who's a quarterback at Jackson Christian, I was told today he's going to be a long snapper at Bethel.
Oh, we just threw the ball away.
And TCA throws it away, or Jackson Christian throws it away. I'm trying to figure out.
A long snapper.
Our coaches know more than I do, but an athlete like him, why do you have him as a long snapper? Trace Robertson, 3. Nope, back rim, no. Rebound Trader. He's a good-looking athlete.
When he can throw the ball, and he's got some wheels, too.
Yeah, you put him all-purpose something on the long snapper.
I mean, he could be a backup quarterback and still be the long snapper.
Gage Borkin out to Cantrell, 3. No. Walker Ray rebounds. That's what we're talking about. Back up. No. Rebound Trailer. There's a Walker Ray. Walker Ray up. No foul. He'll shoot 2. And the relentless attack that time coming Jackson Christian's way with great effort.
Diamond, that's only our 5th team foul. Hard to believe as physical as this play's been.
I'm really stunned, to be honest with you, about that. I'll tell you something else, Dan. You can tell these teams, it almost takes a different level when these schools play each other, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a free throw up, no good, no Walker Ray.
Well,
and it may sound cliche to some people to say that, but it's really true. Rodney Bonds watching up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. 33-26. Walker hits this one. That's Walker Ray's first point of the night. 33-27, is that right?
Yes, it is. Timing and scoring concurs.
Bales across the timeline, under a minute. Bales to Williams. Matt Coble will join us at halftime, talk about the Gals game.
If he can get up here.
Williams drives in. Over to Will. The 3. Got it! Kellner knocked it in. Kellner having a big half. 36-27. That's a huge shot right there, guys.
Yeah, he's got 13.
Working with it now, Trailer. Trailer front court to Walker Ray. Crossover dribble. Now the team's sitting on it to take the last shot right now. 29 seconds. Zane White comes through. They can't find him. Here's a wild-looking shot, but it goes up and in by Creasy. Or no, make it Cantrell.
Cantrell, a good shot. He drove in at TCA. We can see it defensively in order to not give up the foul.
Now down to 13, down to 12, down to 11, 10 seconds. 9. Robertson with it to Williams. Williams drives in left wing. Keltner, another 3, same spot. This time rims, no. Weiser rebounds. Weiser back up, great effort. No! And a foul. Weiser's going to shoot free throws. Alex Heisman stomping the floor across the way. He's not happy. The official is giving him a look. Kyle saying he went straight up in the air. And Weiser's going to shoot 2 free throws with a 7-point lead, no time on the clock. Well, to the line will be Will Weiser, 70% free throw shooter. Will hadn't scored tonight. Big brother's here.
Yeah, he's over. Well, no, he's not.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we got Coble up here. He forgot to bring snacks.
The line is Weiser, trying to increase the TCA lead here at the break. Up, rolls in. TCA shooting body loves it.
And Diamond, if this game remains close, how big is that foul occurred with less than 1/10 of a second to go in the half going to be?
Loneliest guy out there. Weiser, though, not lonely now. Bingo. He'll get a hug from the teammates, and they'll go in here at halftime. The Lions lead it 38-29. We'll take a 1-minute break. Just a 1. We'll come back. Stats analysis and Matt Coble coming up next. This is the TCA Basketball Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's Warranty for Life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
TCA leads 38-29 at the half quickly. Here's some team stats from the first half. Jackson Christian 14 in the first, 15 in the second. For their 29, TCA was 17 and 21. Shooting, Jackson Christian, nice night shooting. 12 of 23 for 52%. TCA, an even nicer night. 13 of 21 for 62%. Jackson Christian 30% from long range, 3 of 10. TCA 44%, 4 of 9. Jackson Christian 2 of 3 from charity, while TCA's 8 of 10. Jackson Christian's plus 3 on the rebounds. I find that kind of hard to believe because Keltner's got 4 or 5 himself at least. TCA with 10 assists, 3 steals, and a block in this game. Here's Dave McCulley with some individual numbers.
First of all, how dare you question our statistician here tonight at our home arena. But anyway.
I just thought you had more.
Well, I agree with you. But sometimes those things happen. A couple of times Jackson Christian had him in sort of binges too. But here's how the stats look unofficially. Shaw has 7 by Cantrell, 5 by Boykin, 6 by White, who's played well off the bench for them. Walker Ray has 1 and 2 by DJ Traylor. 4 by Braden Waller tonight, 8 by Caleb Williams, all of those in the second stanza, 2 by Weiser. Robertson 6, 5 by Cooper Vales, and 13 by Will Keltner, who's just playing his basketball of the year right now. Earlier tonight, it was the Lady Lions winning 59-52, hard-fought game. And first of all, Matt, congratulations. And before we talk about the ball game, what an atmosphere! What a great event! Alumni night and homecoming, and we had Addison Grace Neely named the homecoming queen earlier tonight. If somebody may have missed that, but great atmosphere tonight, and rivals that one of USJ the other night. I think even a bigger crowd tonight and even more vocal tonight.
Yeah, no, it's really, really fun. Look at the crowd. I mean, when you got to go kick kids off the half court at halftime and stuff, there's a big crowd. But we got Trinity fans over there behind our bench. They kind of filled in for homecoming. So fun. Like, if I could get them to understand, like, it's hard to get the fans to understand how much this environment helps. It makes it so much fun for the kids. It makes it fun for those kids. But yeah, the environment is really, really fun tonight.
No disrespect at all to Jackson Christian. They're really improved, well-coached basketball team. I never really got worried about the game tonight, but credit them. They kept hanging in, unable to pull away. But a lot of kids stepped up when they had to tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Credit Jackson Christian. They played their hearts out. Never quit and got after it. Played really, really physical. Made us earn everything we took. So credit Coach Freeman and those girls because they really, really kind of took us out of what we wanted to do, and we didn't turn them over, and so then we didn't get easy baskets to kind of get going and get rolling. But yeah, credit them on kind of just taking us out of it. But our girls kind of stepped up and made some big plays and big moments to make sure we won that game.
Matt, it became very, very physical, and I'll address this with you and see what you think about it. And if you disagree, I totally understand. It looks like to me that when we play teams, they want to be as physical with us as the officials will let them. I'm not saying that in a detrimental way, but people want to be real physical with us, don't they?
Right, and that's they want to kind of get in our head tough. They want to kind of maybe make us take a quick shot or a forced shot in physical, and that way they're in position to get a rebound like that. So yeah, they definitely want to do that with our guard play like it is. They want every drive to be really, really as hard as it can be.
Olivia didn't score in the third quarter after having 13 at halftime. Stepped up big for you in that fourth quarter, hitting some clutch. Missed a couple, but hit some clutch free throws.
Yeah, I mean, in the way they were playing Olivia, every time she touched the ball, they'd run 2 or 3 at her. So, that's a big thing. But yeah, she had another big game.
I still sort of think the motor of this team is Cardin Bells, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, she makes us. She really makes it go. Gets out there and plays. And she's one motor, and the other motor is, got a little bum ankle, and day to day waiting for her to get back. So, Amelia definitely makes us tick too.
I thought looking at this ball game, Elizabeth Hurt with some big buckets in the first quarter. She's a type of player that it doesn't always show up in the scoring column, but Elizabeth doing a lot of the dirty work, getting some rebounds underneath the glass.
Oh yeah, she got some huge rebounds, and she walled up tonight. Didn't really foul there, but that's something we kind of been working on because she's doing all the work. Go get the rebounds. That's what I told her. Said you're going to do those works to get the rebound, put it back up and score it. So she's so fast and strong. Those rebounds are big.
And with Amelia not playing, Anna's had to step in and play a lot of minutes. I thought the 3 threes she hit were clutch. And I thought she had a first half especially, I thought she had a pretty good floor game for you.
Yeah, Anna had a really good game. She made those shots, but it wasn't just the shots. She got some rebounds, some deflections, some steals. She kind of did a little bit of everything, to kind of get in that game. Proud of her coming in and stepping up. Cam too, Anna and Cam both had to play more minutes with Amelia gone, so that they did a good job.
Hannah hit a big 3 when you really needed it as well in that second half. Hannah Yarborough.
Yeah, she did. Hannah's not really gaining more minutes without Amelia, but because she's normally starting. But Hannah is so steady.
Yeah.
She just does so many things that really go unnoticed that are just for the team. She's gonna be steady. She's gonna do what she does. She's not gonna make major mistakes, and sometimes you might not notice her, but she's doing a lot of things to help our team.
I had a coach to tell me years ago. It was actually in the sport of football, but I think it's true in almost every sport. Your stars will tend to sort of offset each other. It's your role players that win a lot of ball games that people really don't take attune to sometimes.
Absolutely, and that's kind of true how it is. Those stars are. It's those plays that those role players make in the big moments, or a shot they make, or a steal they get, or a free throw they make, or a box out or rebound that they get that do those things that really change the game.
You're young, you don't need it, but the next time I know Paul's going to have a camera on us this close, I'm going to have to start wearing makeup. I'm not sure it'd do me and Stan any good, but at least it might help. What do you think?
Glad I shaved it.
Right, that's definitely trying to look good for the camera. Maybe y'all make me look good. You never know.
Well, Where the Roads does a great job, and the TCA Facebook, we appreciate all those folks that help us put these on. 2 big ones next week. Tipton Rosemark here. You go in favored. Friday night, a different story. I think we're still favored, but certainly Fayette Academy, not an easy place to play. But first things first, Tuesday night.
Yeah, you got to take care of Tipton Rosemark. Both their good girls are back, and so they're playing well. I actually heard they might have beaten USJ tonight in overtime. So I cannot find the score. I just heard it from a parent, and so that's a big win. But that's every game right now is matter. We got to win 2. We got 3 district games left. We win 2 of them, we finish first. So
no doubt.
At least 2 of them we finish first. So we want to win all 3 of them. But
sure.
Definitely going to be prepared. And because we are first, people are coming to knock you off.
Oh, so. No doubt. The hunted, rather to be the hunted though than have to be doing the hunting.
Right.
One last thing, you and I tease each other and talk a lot about UT and UK. I said during the broadcast tonight, though, I really want to compliment Rick Barnes. The ugly scene, it could have got uglier up at Knoxville the other night, but I love what he did after the game. You would do the same thing. He said, hey, guys, we're going to show class. We're going to walk to the locker room. I'm going to take you to school. We'll get in the locker room. We're going to talk about this. We're not going to have that. Tennessee's better than that, and Rick Barnes is a classy coach.
Yeah, Rick, he's kind of one of the good guys. He tries to make them do it right. That's
sure.
something I do enjoy about watching them. But, yeah, he did it. That got ugly. And somehow when Tennessee plays Florida, it always does. But, I do credit Rick for trying to keep that under control.
Who do you guys have tomorrow?
We got Texas.
That's awesome.
At Texas.
At
so Rick's first time he's going back there. So
we loaded up the plane today in Lexington with Toto and Dorothy. So we're out in Lawrence tomorrow night. I'll pull for you if you'll pull for me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the SEC Big 12 Challenge.
That's right. Let's go with the SEC. SEC. Let's go with it. Hey, we'll see you Tuesday night.
All right.
Thanks,
buddy. Dave. Thanks, Dan.
Matt. Matt Coble, as we talk about that Gals win earlier tonight. Good job as always with Matt. We appreciate that.
Well,
Stan, what do you expect here in the second half with TCA holding a 9-point lead?
Well, I thought I'd bring up to your attention. You were talking to Coach here, and you missed one heck of a tug-of-war out on the floor.
I saw, what was that about?
The kid with the TCA jersey, and there was a kid from TCA trying to get it from him.
I saw
and
that
they were
down
going
below.
after it. The kid from Jackson Christian lost his shoe, and then Blake Butler said, "Boys, this is pretty entertaining, but."
I saw Blake
Let's
come
stop
out.
it.
I thought someone had fainted or something at first. I didn't know what that was about.
Blake makes people faint.
Well, I'm sort of glad I missed it then. Here's
It was fun to watch.
Blake Butler would get my attention. Little Euro step by Weiser. A pass down low to Keltner, and we got a charge. It's going to be on Weiser.
Well,
Mr. Gloves and Mask called that one. I couldn't tell from here.
he's the official from parts unknown.
It is 38-29.
You know, if you wear a mask, you're from parts unknown.
That's right. Working with it now will be Shaw. Ken Northcutt tuned in tonight watching. Hello, Ken, our special friend. Doing a great job over at Northside. We miss you, but we wish you the Godspeed over there, buddy. Also, Randy Cobles tuned in. And here's a block. And now we stay right at, we played almost a minute. We stay right where we were. What at halftime? 38-29. Shaw, Boykin. Shaw, I think, and now we get a charge on Boykin. Well, we're getting a lot of charges called in the game, no doubt about that.
Well,
Kyle Teichman doesn't argue with the call, so I think he probably thinks it's the right one.
it was close to being an Academy Award winner.
We played 1 minute, 38-29. It's Williams, Weiser, Robertson, Keltner, and Waller against Shaw, Boykin, Ray. Well, they've got, Boykin's in there, that's right. Creasy and Cantrell, that's your lineup. Same group started the game. Williams thought about the three. Over to Waller. He'll drive in. What a spin move. Layup, yes. What a play by Waller.
Spin move, he's got 6. That one made me dizzy.
Yep.
My head is spinning.
I'm telling you, I could understand your point. It was a great move.
You remember the old song, don't you?
Yeah, I remember that. 40-29, Walker Ray with it between the circles. Got it by Keltner. They want to go to Boykin. They go to him now. TCA getting out on him. He can gun that three. Hit one early in the game. Creasy with it. Dribbles out between the circles. And now he's almost a steal by Trace Robinson. Shaw drives in the paint. Unloads to Walker Ray. Lost it. Gets it back. Powers it up and in. Walker Ray, his first bucket of the night. He had a free throw early. And it's 40-31.
Well, you think he'd have more points than that?
You really would. I don't think he shoots enough, to be honest with you. 9-point game. 5:52. Trace Robinson, the three. In and out. Tough break. And boy, we get jumping in. That's what hustle will do for you, folks. You watch this game, and Weiser came out of nowhere, didn't get the rebound, but got a hand on it and forced the foul on Jackson Christian.
Cooper Cantrell picks up the personal.
Double C, Cooper Cantrell.
And it's only because we hustled to get that rebound, put ourselves in position to get that foul.
Williams with it. Two things that go in basketball that a lot of casual fans don't really think about sometimes. It's just the 50-50 ball we talked about earlier and deflections. Driving in, Weiser, they cut him off. Good defense by Zane White, who really played well for them. He's in the game for Cage Boykin. Waller with it. Keltner. Step back three from the student body. Another one, yes.
Swish.
Will Keltner red hot, 16.
Boy, only a 14% three-point shooter. He's drained a couple of purdy ones tonight.
Yeah, he's not quite at 14, is he? Like 13 point whatever. Cantrell with it, right wing. Works out here to Shaw. 43-31, 12-point game. Creasy drives in. Good defense by Weiser and Williams. Now Walker Ray getting in on that. A three. Yes, Walker Ray.
Nice inside-out play.
43-34. The Eagles fight back. Driving. Williams. Floater. No. Rebound. White. Out of pass. Creasy. They look front court. Shaw. Walker Ray wants it over here. Instead, it's a three this way on the other side up there by Cantrell. No good. It rim came out. That would have tightened it up even more. Trace Robinson flies in, puts it up. No. Rebound, they fight for it. Jump ball. Yep. And we've got bodies on the floor. And now tangling up a little bit is Cantrell and Weiser. Cooler heads prevail. Good officiating that time, stepping in.
Trace is limping a little bit.
He's come up lame over there. Let's hope he's all right. Kevin Hansen will have to go tend to him. There comes Kevin out of the stands over there.
Yeah, he got popped on that driving layup attempt.
Kevin sitting over there behind Hot Rod Parker and the lovely Christian Gehring. 43-34. Backcourt. Across the timeline, Shaw. Shaw to Ray. Lions back in the zone here. They're chasing Walker Ray. That's canceled. Now the ball knocked to the bounce right below me here. And the ball belongs to side offensive court to White and the Eagles. Zane flips it in here now to Creasy. Walker Ray, right wing Shaw. Shaw drives in, can't shoot. Wide open. Shot up, 3 by Cantrell, no. Got what they wanted, penetration, then they dish off, but the 3 didn't go. Here's Williams exploding, stopping, popping, no. Keltner had arms outstretched in the air, but the rebound came out in a funky way, and he couldn't come up with it. Here's the pass, great pass, Walker Ray from Cantrell there. Walker Ray, we're lighting it up here, Stan. He had 1 at halftime. Now he has 8.
We did not account for him on the coverage. He just kind of went into the paint unnoticed.
Allison Butler watching tonight. Hello, Allison. 3 up. Cover, yes!
Wow. His third 3 of the game. His last 3 field goals have all been 3 bombs.
46-36. Tell you one thing, Blake Butler's a great friend of ours. He's down there in that hallway, but he outpunted his coverage when he married Allison, didn't he? To use a football term. Every one of these coaches out here at TCA did that. All their wives are loving it. Here's a shot up. No good by Creasy. Boy, look at that rebound by Weiser. He's got some jumping jacks down there, Stan. 10-point game.
He's got more vertical lift than I've ever had.
Well, that's not saying much, but you and I. But here's Keltner. He's hot. Puts it up. No. Oh, boy, I thought Walker Ray went over his back.
Do you see that tire track on his back?
He almost took his head off. Now Shaw, a little Euro step up. No, foul. It's going to be on Waller. And to the line, Shaw.
And Shaw's coming up lane.
Yep.
Wrist, it looks like.
Trace over there. Looks like he's holding. Well, he's okay. I think he's holding the towel to his face right now. Coach Long is saying, buddy, get back in there. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Trace, for a golfer, he's one tough little dude. And he's not a little dude either.
I always like to watch Allison at the football game. She sits right down to our right, from our press box broadcast booth. She gets in the games. Mild-mannered for the most part, but she's involved. She doesn't take her eyes off very often. Here's Shaw up, good. I've known some wives over at Lambeth and at Bethel, their wives will not sit in the crowd. They'll sit down at one end. Sometimes crowds can be a little brutal. Mike, your wife does that too? Shaw.
Lisa Northcutt always sat on the other side.
Try again. Well, I've always said it's got to be tough on spouses.
Now, did they just wipe that off?
I think they did. Wiped it off. You're right. Lane violation.
We'll take that.
46-37. It's the kind of game you'll take every break you can get.
You got that right.
Cooper Vale's front court. Over to Malden. Luke's in the game. Noah's in the game, too. The Malden brothers. Wheeling and dealing. What a play by Waller. Yes, on a spin move in the paint.
I mean.
Dexter looking out at Waller saying, okay, now, you back down, play defense.
And it wasn't bad defense.
No, it wasn't. It was just a heck of an individual creating move. Boy, to be able to create your own shot in this game is so valuable. White with it. Out to Shaw. Shaw leads it to the wide open shooter. Gage Borkin, no. Rebound. Trader back up, no. Rebound back up to the mysterious 33, no. We got a foul. That may be the reason, Stan, those rebounds were a little closer than what we thought. They've had a couple of series of plays, Jackson Christian, where they've just pounded the boards.
That they have, and Diamond reminds me, I want to remind everybody, tomorrow, West Tennessee Sports, TCA and Jackson Christian, as the free throw is good, at 3:55, TCA and Jackson Christian middle school boys for the Blue Suede Championship.
Is that in Medina?
Yeah, in Medina.
You could set up residency there now.
I will be. I'll be there for the noon game with TCA and the girls in the consolation final.
So you're doing that one too? Here's a shot up.
Loblesville.
Well, tomorrow's my last Saturday off with baseball and softball and basketball all going beginning next week.
You're not going to work the Loblesville game with me?
I will have to miss that one, Stan, regretfully. Here's Cooper Vale's a three, yes.
That one looked like it was not going to go in when it went off, but it just kept carrying. It's like a lot of golf shots. You don't look like it's going anywhere, but it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying.
And with my daughter's medical issues, probably good that I am off tomorrow. Here's Shaw driving in, puts it up, no foul, he'll shoot too. But about 3:15 when you go on the air, of course I have games to cover from afar tomorrow. Our Bethel team's on the road, but I'll be statting those and writing stories on them as they progress. But about 3:15, I'll be on Nervous Wreck listening also to the Kentucky pregame show.
You can put the pregame. You can put the middle school game on as the free throw's good. Let your kiddie watch it.
Well, I'll have to tune in and watch you some, and do that. Kentucky basketball is like Tennessee football. They come on about 3 hours before the game, and they stay on about 3 hours after. 51-40. Shaw to the line. Up good.
So he's 3 for 4, 4 for 5 from the game, from Cherokee in the game.
UK at Kansas tomorrow. I'll be watching with Toto and Dorothy.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
51-41. I hope not. Bales with it. Down to Weiser in the corner
That's
to
a good
Malden.
pass.
Good pass out to Robinson. Trace had the three, didn't take it. Noah with it to Vales. Small lineup out there.
Yep.
Weiser, the biggest guy out there right now, and he has the basketball right in front of us.
Trying to give some of the key players a little blow here before the fourth.
That's exactly right. And now the ball knocked away. We've got bodies on the floor again. Jump ball. Jackson Christian trying to get a couple of guys back in the game. Greasy's over there at the scorer's table, and so is Walker Ray. It's canceled, actually. Ray's out there. Tommy Chapman right below us.
I was just getting ready to say.
The father of Reed Rex Chapman. He's down in Starkville, down in Stark Vegas for the Bulldogs.
Stark Vegas.
51-41. I'm 34-1 watching Kentucky play live, and the only loss I ever had that I was there, Mike, was Starkville one night. My goodness. Kentucky was in the top 10. They had won about 5 games all year, but they got it for us. There's a long drive home. 51 is a long drive even when you win.
But longer when you lose to.
I'm 34-1 watching them live. Isn't that something? Bob Boyd, I remember he was a coach.
You spent a lot of money on game tickets.
51-41. I had a Kentucky inside source. I didn't buy tickets. David Thomas and I were down there. 51-41, 10-point game, 14 seconds. Grace Robertson left wing. Lyons looking for the last shot. He'll drive in, and that's going to be a charge. Yep.
Boy, we read that one.
He went in and walked away like his football, didn't he?
It's okay.
You see Ray got up. He's gonna look at him. He's still laughing a little bit.
You heard that head thump on the floor.
Yeah, hope everybody's okay. That's what scares you, a place like that. Nothing dirty. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, crazy. Front court trailer, 3 if it goes. Almost went in. Almost banked it in. Coach Theismann saying, Creasy, you got to get the ball up quicker than that. 51-41. We go to the final 8 of regulation anyway. The Lions lead by 10. Back after this 1-minute message. Stay with us.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball.
Walker Ray, the leading scorer for Jackson Christian with 8 points. TCA's and the game's leading scorer is Will Kelton with 19. As TCA opens up with a 10-point lead and the foul.
Cooper stole it and then walked. 51-41. We head to the finish of this one tonight with a lot of folks tuned in and watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. You've made our day to help you watch something from afar. 10-point game, 7:54 left. Lions lead by 10. Looking back, Stan, Jackson Christian has not led since they led 3-2.
Yeah, only 3 lead changes in this game, no ties.
Those are all early. Weiser steals it, and then he's fouled. Yep, proper call. It's going to be on Shaw. Jackson Christian fans don't like it, but that's the right call. They're pleading with their hearts more than their minds right now. No disrespect to them. Inbound ball to Bales. Jackson Christian fans have not been happy with officiating, especially in this guys game. They weren't real thrilled in the girls' game, but especially the guys. Williams with it out to Robertson. And he thought Weiser was going to go back door, and he did not.
No. That's our ball. 5 tipped it.
Did they tip it?
5 tipped it.
Creasy tipped it? Okay. Well, that's got to get the Jackson Christian fans even more irate.
Yep.
51-41, 10-point game.
I got a text from someone says, "Oh, you're going to love this. I've got some news for you."
Keltner. Yes. Wheeling and dealing inside, and the Eagles went flat-footed defensively. Kaywood, 53-41.
Would that be blackjack?
Ronnie Baumgartner said that a moment ago when Ray hit the deck. We bulldozed him. Here's an underhand scoop by Shaw. No. Then the ball came right down on Shaw's head. Bodies did as well.
Franks took his own player out.
Cooper Vales to Keltner. He's been the big gun. Out to Williams. Good pass in the corner to Weiser. 3 on its way. Up, no. That would have brought the student body in a frenzy down there.
Check that. That was Weiser that took his own player out.
Now a foul on Cooper Vales, I think, trailing the play.
Silly foul there, Coop.
Number 6 on the line, so next infraction. Let's have 5 on the board. There he goes. 6. I thought I was right.
Well, Jackson Christian with only 3 fouls in this half.
Yep. Inbounds pass to Shaw. Pressure there by the Lions. Across the timeline. Here's Shaw with it. Out to Gage Boykin. Almost walked. Back door to Shaw. Shaw lost it. Gets it back. Banks it up and in.
That's
nice body
move,
control by Shaw. Yeah, he has. I have him with 12 standing. Kyle Touchman calls the timeout.
3, 4. I got him with 11, but he's now their leading. He's their leading scorer regardless.
We're going to keep it here. Remember the one free throw they wiped off.
Okay.
And he had 7 and 3 free throws in that deuce, but it doesn't matter. Academic, 53-43. That's what matters. The lead at 10. That's what it was at the end of 3. How big is the crowd? A lot of TCA fans are over there behind the TCA bench.
Yep. Always good to see.
Next Tuesday, we'll be back here. The good Lord willing. 5:45 airtime and tipped at Rosemark. And I'll just say 2 words, Stan, and you'll appreciate them. Tyler Bird. He's a player.
I hope our student section is full and gives him the business.
Mike, you weren't
to
with
try
us.
and knock him off
You
his
weren't with
game.
us down there, were you?
Tyler Bird's just as much of a beast on the basketball court as he was on the football field.
He had 37, Mike, but he was down at the end of the game when they were going to win it. He was down there talking to Dexter. He was still in the game with 2 or 3 minutes left, and they were up by 20. I never did understand that either, but he's a player now. Character, too. He's got a lot of animation about him. Stan, you hit it perfectly down there. If he's the kind of kid, if he's with you, you love him. If he's on the other team, you don't like him much.
Oh, dislike him with a passion.
Weiser with it. Vales.
Oh.
Threw it away. Tried to hit Weiser on the cut. Dexter not real happy. Dexter's got the Joby Hall program roll up again tonight. He was up there a couple of weeks ago, so saw the Cats.
Is this the first time he's worn a suit this year?
I think it may be.
Looks
Antoine's
good
got
on
the
him.
tie on. Coach Handy's got the tie on the end of the bench.
That was a good defense there.
And the ball out of bounds. Going for the undefeated season tomorrow?
The boys going to go undefeated, and they got to take on their rivals, Jackson Christian, for the 4th time this year. 2 regular season games.
How close were the other 3?
TCA won a couple handling, and there was a couple of close ball games. One of them was a very close game, but Jackson Christian's got an outstanding player, Mason Vaughn. Remember that name, Diamond Dave, Mason Vaughn. He's a shooter.
The 3 up by Cantrell open, but way out there, and it missed. Ball out of bounds. The Lions will have it. 5:45 left in the game. Lions by 10.
Vaughn in the first game of the TCA Christmas tournament had 36.
Front court, Vales. Vales over to Trace Robinson, out to Williams. Haven't heard Daddy's Boy from there.
I was expecting to hear that tonight.
Yeah, we heard it a lot with USJ the other night.
Well,
he sort of quietened that down late in the game, though, didn't he?
Well, USJ must have a patent on it, be gimmick infringement.
Here's Vales, leaves it for Keltner.
There's a couple of lawyers in that USJ crowd probably got that gimmicked.
Here is Weiser, dribbles through Travitt, and they tie him up.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's got to be a
ball.
Oh, I don't like that
ball
call.
stays with TCA.
You can't tell me. Now, if it was just ball, handling ball, but you can't tell me that there wasn't body contact there.
Some of these Trinity folks across the way over there behind the bench laughing. Coach Williams, Dexter didn't squawk at all, though. He never.
No.
I think one reason, too, TCA keeps the ball. 10-point game. That does take away the possession there on you. Bales dribbles in. On the baseline, out on the left wing, over there across the zone. He gives it to Weiser, to Robertson. Will with it. And now what? Timeout. Dexter. Dexter didn't like the flow of things right there. We're down to 4:51. We'll pause for a 30 this time. 53-43. Lions by 10. Can they hang on? We'll find out when we come back. Stay with us.
47 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
53-43, 4:51. Diamond, see what you think about this. Way too early to start, letting the air out of the basketball completely. But at this point in time, when you got a 10-point lead under 5, do you maybe take an extra 10, 15 seconds on possession, try and steal a little time off the clock with each possession going down the stretch?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Make an extra pass or two.
If you get something open, though, I think you take it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're 15 feet in. If you get a layup, that's just icing on the cake, so to speak. 53-43. But, yeah, the thing about it is it's such a fine line. If you try to take the air out of it, sometimes you lose all your momentum. 53-43. The lead right now at 10 what it was begin the quarter. So I think it's a good point, Stan.
I think you don't stall it. Just make an extra pass or two.
That's a good pass to Weiser. Doesn't shoot out to Keltner. Right now they're not even looking to shoot. Williams with it. Well schooled and well coached this young bunch is.
As long as they're going to let us be out there and dribble, do it.
Cooper Bales. TCA's proven this year that they can win tight games down the stretch. And right now that has to work in their favor a little bit, knowing that they've done that in the past. Sort of empowers them to maybe do it again tonight against a rival. Working right wing, Weiser. Weiser out of control, stepped on the baseline. Proper call. Yep, proper call. A little bit of contact, but
I hate a possession to end like that, Diamond.
Yeah, look at Dexter. He's talking to Weiser about it. At least if you're going to do that, get a shot off if you get in there.
Well, here's the deal, though, Dave. We worked over a minute off the clock with that possession, too.
Yep. Cantrell in the backcourt. Good call here by Dexter, applying some pressure to make them use some clock here.
You took 20% of the game's remaining time out of their hands.
Sure did. Creasy with it. Ray sets the pick out there on Bales.
About a moving pick, too, almost.
Working down low. They try to go in. They try to go into Ray, who's bigger than Cooper. And Cooper said, I'm not having that. I'm going to steal that basketball. Like his sister Carton. Mom somewhere in the arena has got to love that. Larry's got to love it. 3:35 left here. Playing really smart right now. The Lions making Jackson Christian come out and pick him up man to man.
A lot of contact there.
Williams with it. Williams is a guy to have dribbling a lot because he's such a nifty ball handler.
See, here's what you got to think about if you're Jackson Christian. You've only committed 3 fouls, and they now commit number 4. As the time begins to wind down, you got to think about going and burn those fouls because you're going to need that. You're going to need that rock.
Caleb Williams does not play for the most part like a freshman either, does he?
No. Well, you wouldn't expect him to.
Been around the game all of his life.
I mean, let's face it. He's got a Hall of Fame coach for a dad.
Yep,
so.
Dad and Amber, his mother, lovely mother, outstanding player at Lambeth. 53-43. Keltner with it. Work on the left wing to Trace. He's such a seasoned guy out there. Keltner will take the 3. Well, they get what they want. Keltner wide open, 24 in the game. And that spreads it out to the biggest lead of the game. And now Jackson Christian throws it away.
Boy, it's one of these things you go, no, yes!
And one of the few times tonight, the Jackson Christian student body really quiet right now.
They're well, I would say a famous line from The Rock.
I'm waiting.
I'm not talking The Rock from Scotts Hill.
We're going to keep it here. I'm wondering when they're going to start the chant. Here they go with USJ's chant the other night. TCA saying, we can't hear you, and they saying something about football over there on the other side.
Touche if you do that.
56-43. Well, I'm so old that I grew up when they used to chant, Mike, watermelon, watermelon, watermelon line. Look at the scoreboard, who's behind.
I did this. There's a guy named Stan Gerard. He was an All-American.
There's two of you out there. Mike, pick me up.
He was an All-American at USI when we won the national championship, MVP. He's the head coach there now.
Okay.
Me and his brother, we're up at St. Joe. Me and his brother are in the stands. His brother's a big boy. And I was an agitator. You know, I could agitate a crowd.
You were an agitator?
Never.
I'm shocked.
So we got the lead, and me and his brother just going. They got scoreboards at each end. We're just standing there out in front of all them going, scoreboard, scoreboard, back and forth to them. And we were lucky to get out there alive.
Mike, two things again I echo about that conversation during the timeout here. Second, there's a second Stan Gerard. One, there's a second Stan Gerard. And second, that this Stan Gerard, at any time in his life, has been an agitator.
And,
all right.
He is, Stan the man is the author of one of the greatest shots I've ever seen. It's simply known in Evansville as the dunk.
Jay Cash, and if he's on the way home, I don't see him down below. And now timeout. TCA had to call it. Coach Theismann wanted he wanted a 5-second count. We're going to take a 30 this time. 56-43. Under 3 at 2:56. Lions trying to hang on to win their 14th game of the year. Back after this, 30 on the TCA Basketball Network.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
2:56 to go. TCA leading by 16. We've got one bucket in the last almost 3 minutes, but it was a big three. TCA eating that clock up, Dave McCulley.
They surely are, trying to inbound it now. A lot of pressure, ball knocked away. Keltner goes back and gets it. Will across the timeline. And Creasy, showing good sportsmanship, helps him up. Inadvertently tripped him. No free throws, so it's just number 5 on Jackson Christian.
We'll talk about a hard foul, though. Not an intentional hard foul, but he'll feel that one in the morning.
Looked like a defensive back and the wide receiver going down the field and got their legs tangled up. Who do you like in the playoffs this weekend, Stan?
Well, I'm going to go with my old television station's, my old TV boss. I'm going to be going Houday.
I'm pulling for Cincinnati. I don't think they can go to Kansas City and win, though. Mahomes is, golly, so good. But
I mean, Burrow's got sacked, 9 times and still won the game.
Yep. Defense won it for Cincinnati. And the other one, that's the early game, I think, Sunday. The late game is San Francisco to L.A.
And did you see where L.A.'s pulled the same stunt the Titans did, restricting ticket sales to that county only?
Rodney Baumgartner says, Bengals, baby. I'm hoping that's the case. Yes, I saw that, read about it. 56-43.
Totally bull.
Cooper Vale's back there. Coop getting a lot of playing time in the second half the way he did the other night.
He is steady off the bench.
Yep, working with it. Trace Robinson foul. Walker Ray got him.
Now there's a Jackson Christian kid.
He's come over here now. What's that about?
I don't know, but he needs to stay on his own side.
He's got one of Madison County's finest down here watching him pretty intently.
And Blake Butler's on the way over, too.
Yeah, I think they need to probably sit him over there where he needs to be.
Snooze fest.
And now it's there. And that is a big one there. That's your talking take place on the court. 58-43.
Maybe the students used that as a distraction, and we got the easy one.
Yeah, the ball knocked away, goes off the hands of Trace Robinson.
That one cheerleader, she just took a quarter step lean.
Blake's coming over here with our kids. Now Blake's pacing Allison. He's coming down the court here. I think he's not going. I don't think that guy will be back over here anytime soon.
No.
And there comes a point where you don't need to have kids on one. And I'd say if it was a TCA kid, you don't need kids on one side of the court coming over to talk to someone.
We remember that when that happened on the football field with another team, and nothing good ever came of it.
No, 58-43. The bleacher will take care of that. And it will be Williams with it. Williams over to Waller. He's fouled. Proper call. That's number 7 on Jackson Christian, so there'll be free throws forthcoming now for the Lions. Well, they say number 6. I apologize. Wow. I thought it was 7.
And Diamond, you got to appreciate the fans. Our audience on this broadcast continues to grow and grow and grow.
Here's a steal, laying it up in it. Zane White. I like this Zane White kid. He can play. He's got a good basketball body.
He's got
a junior. 58-45, and not in the record book yet as a win, but it's getting close to that. Waller with it.
Now it's the let's play baseball chant.
All right. Here is Cooper Vales had it stolen. Traylor comes up with it. Traylor, boy, he's a good-looking athlete. That's going to be a charge on Traylor.
I agree. He got set. My only question would be, was he set long enough? But we got the call.
Dexter talking to the official down there. No, they're going to call the foul on Trinity.
Wait a minute, though. He signaled it charge, though, didn't he?
I thought he did, but.
Well, he changed the call then because he pointed our way.
I'm like you. I thought he did too, Stan.
He pointed our way.
And did they count the bucket?
58-47.
They did. 3-point play. 58-48. Not over yet. 1:36.
Well, it's possible.
Lady Lions won earlier tonight by 10.
Remember, though, it is a 4-possession game, though.
That's correct.
With, using the 3, it's a 4-possession game.
So here go the Lions. Across the timeline, Trace. Over to Weiser. Foul, reach in, foul, Traylor. That's going to put Weiser at the line to shoot 1+1. Both teams over the limit now.
See, that's the thing. We can say something. Our students can say something. They can come back with let's play. Let's talk football. Whatever. All we got to do is say let's talk baseball.
The comments of Rodney cracked me up. He says he definitely signaled. The glove man definitely signaled a charge.
I haven't seen that comment.
Well, he's texting me. He's texting me here. 58-48.
That's like I got to find out about this text message I got after the game. I got to hear the story.
I met Rodney out here at TCA years ago, back in the hospitality room one night. I didn't know him, and somebody came up to me and said, "You got to come back to the hospitality room. There's a big Kentucky fan back there." Well, you know me. I've darted back there. We've had a great friendship since.
Here?
We're having lunch 12:30 at Picasso's Monday stand. If you want to go with us, Rodney invited you. Weiser hit them both. 60-48.
I haven't been to Picasso's in years.
12-point game. Cooper Bales. You got to be careful. Cooper just fouled him. Too much contact. Cooper can't believe it.
We've seen a lot of that contact, though, all night long that they let go.
Yep.
Why call it now, Diamond?
60-48.
Why now?
Trailer in. Out Cantrell.
Well, Diamond,
Creasy.
It's been an enjoyable broadcast, especially this boys' game. I think it's been really entertaining.
Well, and the gals game kept our attention to the very end. Here's a free throw up by Creasy. Good. First point of the night I have him tonight.
Timing and scoring does concur.
60-49. He can make it a 10-point game again.
But this boys' game extra special.
Good. Yeah, it really has a lot of flavor to it. 60-50, 10-point game. Timeout. We'll pause for 30. Back after this on the TCA Basketball Network.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
And we're back. Fade from black.
Again, our thoughts and prayers tonight to Mo Shamel.
Yep.
Tom Britt posted something on social media earlier about Mo being
and hopefully he's doing
sick.
better. I think he said he's hoping to be back working a few days.
Well, Tom says he's fighting some other issues now.
Uh-oh.
Here's Trace Robertson inbounds it to Williams, back to Trace. Give it to Keltner. Keltner did not have the numbers. It was a 2-on-2, so he elected to hold it. He'll go to the line and shoot 1+1.
And I will say this, BBJ's got a lot of weather dudes and gals. I like Mo the best. You'll see him when he's not on and not in when there's weather. He'll get on his own Facebook page in front of a giant computer and be breaking it down for you as well.
Remind you tonight that Worthy Road Studios live broadcast for Union, Freed Hardeman, Peabody, Jackson Christian, Trinity Christian, and Sacred Heart Sports. Ball Game Blitz, the best source for West Tennessee.
Missed the free
as
throw.
Keltner misses the free throw. Hope you'll like Worthy Road Studios and Ball Game Blitz on Facebook and subscribe today to Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. They do a great job. Paul Schultz in the game. There's an air ball put up, and the student body chanting air ball down to the right.
And Jackson Christian's going to get big going in. The mysterious number 33, the masked player.
That's got to be tough, even though he doesn't have it over his nose.
I mean, what's the point?
10-point game. Now the Jackson Christian student body chanting something back. Tough pass, but Williams goes and gets it. Front court, Weiser. Weiser will dribble in and unloads to Keltner. Puts up the layup. It's there. Will Keltner having a big night. What do you have him with, Stan?
Hammer, nailing the coffin.
I have him with 26.
19, 21.
Here's a shot up.
I concur.
No good. Rebound,
Look
and
out.
Keltner's got to have another one. Will drive in, puts it up, got it. Will Keltner, 28 tonight. Came in averaging 25. Dad Brad has to lock it across the way, and Mom has to lock it.
He just doesn't have that vertical leap to smoke that one.
You know he'd like to. 64-50 walk away. The three up.
Oh,
no
man,
good.
did you see Weiser get up there?
We've got a wild scramble for it now. Shot.
That's got to be an offensive foul.
They get another charge on Jackson Christian.
Robinson, I mean, golfers aren't supposed to be tough. Name it one kid on this team is tougher than Trace Robinson.
And he's played his heart out this year.
Yes.
He really has. He's developed into a really good basketball player.
Was a JV player last year.
Yep.
And he has turned into a mighty fine. I like his style.
Williams with it. We're down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. It's over. The Lions win it. 64-50. The Lions move to 14-8, and they go to 6-2 in the district. It is a night for TCA. They win both of them. We'll come back and put a cap on both games. Lady Lions and Lions, great to be a Lion. Back after this 2-minute message on the TCA and Worthy Roads and TCA Booster Club Network. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions.
7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, We make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
The happy final, TCA wins 64-50 over Jackson Christian. TCA sweeps the doubleheader as the girls won the early game tonight, 59-52. Here's the official team stats for the boys game. Jackson Christian in the box score 15-14, 12-9 for their 50 points. TCA with 17-21, 13-13 for their 64 points. It was TCA, or let's go with the shooting stats. Jackson Christian, 44% from the field, 18-41. TCA, 61% white hot shooting the basketball. Dave McCauley, you shoot 61%, you're going to win basketball games, 23 out of 38. Jackson Christian, 20% from long range, 4 of 20. TCA, when you shoot 53% from long range, you're going to win. They were 8 of 15. Free throws, Jackson Christian, 83%, 10 of 12. TCA, 10 of 13. So that all balanced out very, very well. TCA, though, Jackson Christian plus 5 in the rebound. They're going to have to go back and restat some of those rebounds, I think, a little bit. I think those were a little bit off. TCA with 16 assists, 5 steals, and 1 block in the game. Percentage-wise, a great, great effort by the TCA Lions in this ball game as they win.
They moved to 14-8. The Lions do 6-2 in the district. Great job, Stan, with the stats. Big hello to Bill Hamilton, who's watching us as he makes his way home. Rodney Baumgartner said to be sure and tell you, too, that he watched Mason Vaughn grow up. He was his next-door neighbor for a long time, so we appreciate that message from our great friend Rodney Baumgartner. Tonight, Shaw had 12 for the Eagles, 2 by Creasy. Meanwhile, it was 5 by Gage Bork, and hit that 3 to open up the game. It really didn't do a lot offensively after that. He had a deuce with 5 now in the game. It was Zane White, I thought one of their best players off the bench with 8. 8 by Walker Ray, who really woke up there in that second half. 7 of his 8 points in the second half, and DJ Traylor wound up with 2 in the game as well. For the Lions tonight, 8 by Braden Waller, had a good game. Caleb Williams only, let's see what he had, 8. I had him down with 2, but he actually had 8. Remember the 2 threes?
Yeah,
he hit
right in a row.
In that second quarter, it had 2 free throws as well. 6 by Will Weiser, good floor game for Will. Trace Robertson, his steady game, 6 points, but his value is far more than just scoring for the Lions. Cooper Vales, a really strong game, I thought. He was a floor general out there for Dexter at 8. And meanwhile, Will Kuttner had the big night. I have him unofficially with 28 points in the ball game. So the Lions win it earlier tonight. It was 59-52, as Stan told you. Olivia Lee had 21 in the game, 11 by Carden Vales, the 2 players in double figures. The Lions had their hands full for a while, but they wound up winning it by 10. And they moved to 17-3 and 8-0. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday when we come your way here from this very vantage point, the good Lord willing, and we'll have the Tipton Rose Mart. You want to see one of the great individual players in the district and in the state, be here to watch Tyler Bird. I still think we'll win that game. Lost down there, tight game in the late second. They ran away late in the second quarter. Early third quarter made the difference. They outscored us something like 10-0 at one time, and they wound up beating us down there fair and square. But we'll get the Rebels in here this coming Tuesday night, 5:45 airtime.
And I'd like to remind everybody, TCA Middle School basketball tomorrow on West Tennessee Sports. Airtime at 11:55 a.m. The TCA Lady Lions taking on the Lady Hornets of Lobelsville. Then we'll be back at approximately 3:55. Boy, it's going to be a war. The 4th meeting of the year. TCA and Jackson Christian, Lakai Tompkins versus Mason Vaughn. You don't want to miss that game. These are 2 kids, Tompkins and Mason Vaughn, for TCA and Jackson Christian respectively, are going to make their mark on the high school basketball world in the next couple of years. Y'all need to tune in and check these 2 cats out. It'll be well worth your time.
Guys in the future, no doubt, and getting in late to us for the shout-out. We appreciate her nice comment. Enjoy the broadcast. Judy Wallington-Barker, our lovely friend. And Ken Northcutt says, great win, Lions and Lady Lions. Congratulations.
And that was on West Tennessee Sports, by the way.
Absolutely.
I didn't
All right.
think I mentioned that.
That's West Tennessee Sports, your broadcast. And, of course, Worthy Road's doing a great job. Paul and the gang here with all their cameras. They did a wonderful job tonight. We really do appreciate he and Summer and all their staff with us as well. Michael Mancini on with us as well. Until Tuesday night, God bless you. Have a great weekend. And I guess the big key words is God bless you, but stay warm out there as well. And 64-50 the final in the guys game, 59-52. Good night to be a Lion, and we'll bid you a good night from the T-Dome here on the campus of Trinity Christian. So long, everybody.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube.